think we're live.
Awesome.
Check 1 2 audio. Good morning, everyone. Good Sunday morning to you. I was very excited today as I was driving around in the wee hours of the Sunday morning that I was able to put Josh J. Gibbs on my Bluetooth stereo in my car and just listen, not watch, but listen. He was doing a milk run. And what did I get? Like a notification at like 4 a.m.? It's crazy.
I woke up for breakfast and I see Josh J. Gibbs has gone live like 2 hours before. I'm like, okay.
You're like, whoa. Anyway, welcome everyone. As the stream title on twitch.tv shows, I'll be learning the JAR A320 from CirrusMax. Say hello. Say hello, CirrusMax.
Sorry, hey, everybody. What's up, YouTube?
Yeah.
Or stream, Twitch. How are you? Twitch.tv. What's up, guys? And everybody, good morning, happy Sunday.
So Max will be walking me through how he starts up and programs the Airbus A320 from JAR. It's a plane that I have maybe 0.0001 minutes in. Hello, Crazy Diamond. Hello, DL Greer, GJY10, GPB 500, Huggy 9999, Camro, Kevin, Kieran, or O2, Chemo NL. Let's see, Korth 547, Marcos FH16, Marcus 07XXX, Polish Pride, Ryan 7 Amy, Sam, John Mess, Skid Rock, Sir, Steck 1977, Swede Chef, Tim Rodeo 314, Truckerly 1, and a bunch of you also on YouTube, Hitbox and Beam.pro. Good morning. Thank you for all the Twitch follows, guys.
Snap.
Oh,
I just got hosted.
Hosts are coming in. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone over here in the chat. It's good to see you guys. Yeah, excited about this. We're not going to be following the checklist. But we've all seen CirrusMax take this bird into the skies on Pilot Edge. So there we go. Another disclaimer, I do have some SciTech panels. So if we get started and it has some sort of bad interaction with the JAR, we'll have to probably start the process over. But nothing better than repeats for learning cold and dark situations. So click on CirrusMax, by the way. Give the guy a follow. Most of you are probably already following him, but he's got a good stream going on.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
All right, thank you for the follow, VJ Anther. And hello over to Rat in the Hole on Beam.pro. He says, funny thing is, the same plane,
but I think we're being followed.
The same plane just flew out over his house. That's kind of apropos. Okay, Max, go ahead and walk me through this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to also program some views, but let me just do an overhead program just to begin with. Hold on.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Okay, so I got just programming this overhead. Tell me how much of a delay is over there on Beam.
I don't mean to alarm anybody.
I'd say 5, 6 seconds.
Okay, good.
I just got hosted with the most ed.
Thank you, Tommy CG11, for the follow. Thank you, ZZ Boy Z, for the follow and the host. Appreciate it, guys. All right, Max, go ahead.
Okay, parking brake.
So parking brake is, I'm assuming, is down. Let's see if my
brake on.
Okay, go into your little drop-down menu on your top left. It should be a little looks like a little circle with a little line through it.
Okay.
Below where your frames are. On your left side of your screen.
Yeah, so it
and go ground power.
Ground power.
Right on the ground thing. If you open that tab.
Ground power, okay. Oh.
Just hit ground.
I just heard it start up.
Okay, cool. So now leave that for right now, and you're going to go onto the bats. So go overhead.
Oh. overhead. Okay.
And get bat 1 and bat 2 on, which is they're just above the bus tie switch.
Okay. I wonder if you want to refresh your beam.pro to see if there's a. I'm not sure. I'm gonna hit bat 1 right now. Tell me how many seconds. So I'm gonna hit bat 1 right now.
It's 5 seconds.
Okay. DL Greer is saying there's a delay between audio and video. 10 seconds. Really? How bizarre. Can you check to see if that's the same thing happening on YouTube?
I can do
2.
it.
Huh?
Yeah. Let me do that.
Well, on Beam it's synced, right? Is my mouth synced on Beam? Hello? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it synced on Beam? And Rat in the Hole's not seeing any delay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any delay.
You might want to refresh there. After you learn from Max, can you teach me TMR? Whatever. What's TMR? Okay, batteries on. So battery 2 on. I'm assuming, right?
Yep, bat 1
Okay.
and bat 2 come on.
Okay.
Okay, now you're gonna go doing this. Okay, now you should right below that, a little bit to the right of the bus tie switch. You're gonna have a external power. It should say available.
I'm gonna bump you up a little bit in volume here.
Okay.
Just give you about 13 dBs. All right, say that again. Sorry.
So just right to the right of the bus tie switch, you're gonna have a external power, and it's gonna say available now. So right below the below the bat 2 is there's the bus tie, and then to the right there's the external
yep.
power.
The available.
Yep. So hit that.
Okay. External power connected. Apparently.
You can hear some sounds. You should have bat 1 and bat 2 at 28 volts.
Yep. 28
And there it
volts.
is. Perfect. All right. Great.
You guys
Okay,
hear
s-
Max okay? Let me know in the chat. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So now at this point, normally before I start getting the plane ready and all this stuff, I'll get back over to our drop-down menu on the left-hand side, and I'll go fuel and payload.
Okay, fuel and payload. I see checklist, DRS, and TOW.
It should be like right in the ground. If you go right, like where ground power is.
Oh, ground, fuel, and load.
Yep. So hit both of those.
Okay.
Okay, and now sometimes the fuel one will take a little bit longer to come up, but while that's waiting, I kind of start doing my payload and fuel and all that kind of stuff now before I start getting the plane even at all ready.
Okay. It looks like. Can you drag these? Yeah, because it looks like my webcam is blocking them. Okay, so we're gonna do the Vegas leg. So I guess we'll use that type of fuel parameter.
Yep. So for a Vegas run, I mean I could do it on Simbri, but I'm not going to. Right around seven, anywhere between 7 and 6 and 8 is right good because it's in kilos.
Okay.
So times 2, so yeah, but 12,000 pounds is good. So I would call about 6.5. I'm gonna put on.
Okay, where do I do that? Is that down
So you should
here?
yep. You should have a little kind of arrows that go up and down.
So 6.5 on each side. Oh,
Just total.
oh,
Yeah, so
6.5 total. Okay, so I just accidentally hit the refuel and it went
Perfect.
to 6.5. Okay.
Perfect.
Hello, Huff
Zach?
Daddy, Doodlezakin, Miles, Kieran, all you guys. Thank you. I might be ignoring a little bit of the chat for the time being, but I'll try to catch it once in a while. Go ahead.
Okay. And then your payload, whatever you're happy. Are you happy with that? Whatever it's set.
Okay, so is that 105 passengers?
Yep. So that's well, you have 100. You have 115 on because you have 10 in the front and then 105 in the back.
Oh, front and back. So F and A. F and A.
Mhm.
F and A. Catch Trader wants to know if we're there yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
So you might be a little front heavy on your. So you might want to loosen maybe the cargo in the front. Maybe bring it down to about 2.5.
Okay, so cargo front down to
Which is the- that's the
2.5.
passenger one. Yeah, the bottom one. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how the cargo front is 2.5 and the cargo aft is 1.8.
Yeah,
but I guess we got more passengers on the aft side.
Yeah, I might put cargo aft to 2.3. Put it on 2.3.
2.3. All right. And this 28% on the CG percentage, that's what is going to go in the FMC, right?
Yeah, that we're gonna put that in here. So that's all set. So basically now your fuel and your load's all done.
Okay.
Okay. So that's good. So you can get those tie downs dropped. The fuel and load. You can just hit those and give them bye bye.
Okay.
Okay. So at this time right now, normally if I'm doing a stream, I'll start getting the IRSs aligned, and I'll kind of jump through a couple steps here. So we're gonna go to the overhead panel, top left. You're gonna go to your IRS panel.
Okay.
So you're gonna go first one. You're gonna switch all three to nav.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go under the system. Go to a 1.
Sorry, System 1.
System 1, yeah. So right above.
Oh,
the
up above.
third.
Okay.
Yep.
System 1.
Yep. And then you're gonna go the one right next to that little knob. You're gonna switch it to position PPOS.
PPOS. Okay.
Okay. And so right now, quickly, you're gonna go down to your FMC. You're gonna go on the init page.
Definitely gonna need to program. Oh, there's a few views here. Okay, so we'll go here to. Oh, this is so foreign to me. It's not Boeing. Init. Okay.
If it ain't Boeing, I ain't going. Yep. Yes. If you go and hit the init page button. And
Page button.
Then put KSNA/KLAS and then hit align.
Sorry, where's the page button? What do you mean?
Oh, just type in like in the scratch pad.
Oh,
Put
okay.
KSNA,
So KSNA slash
/KLAS.
KLAS. All right, so just side note here. It looks like Huff Daddy was asking if I have the sound pack, and I don't. And
it's a must.
Crazy Diamond has tears this morning. So that will be something that we will acquire.
Yes,
If,
it's a must.
if we pass our check ride here in about 6 months.
The type rating. Yeah, so then hit align IRS.
Align IRS.
Perfect. Now you should go on your MFD, on your EFIS pages, and should have should say 7 minutes to alignment.
Okay, down here on the middle. Okay. IRS in align 7 minutes. Perfect. I like how we're going really slow because sometimes when I'm watching people on stream, they go boom, 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 and this is very slow and methodical, and it's going to be really helpful for anyone that's trying to do this plane if we're, we treat it like I'm a layman.
This is good. Okay. Now, once that's all coming up here, we're going to start working on the flight management computer. So, after I do this stage of this, I'm going to use the right arrow, which is the right arrow, right? So hit the right arrow. Okay. So there, and now hit the LSK bar right next to the zero fuel weight.
Okay. Oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze.
Woo! Bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you see now basically, it basically has your block fuel and it has your zero fuel weight with your CG, which is carried over from all your weight and balance stuff.
Okay. Huggy9999 says, John Fly flying a jar. What's going to happen first? The jar doing the jarred to John Fly, or John Fly doing the John Fly to the jar?
Well, this plane's a lot harder to do with John Stoll in it, so we're
Hey, that word's not allowed.
Sorry.
All right,
Okay.
let's see.
All right.
Okay, so it put in our zero fuel weight,
Yep. And
put in our block,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Taxi,
So-
that's a fuel prediction for our taxi. Okay.
Okay, so right now after this stage, I'm going to go into the flight plan. Hit the flight plan button.
Flight plan. I guess we'll go off of a typical route.
Yep. So hit the LSK button next to John Wayne.
John Wayne. No, Doodle Zackin, you did not miss the takeoff.
Okay, and then departure, we'll plan 20 right.
So do I click
So
departure?
Hit departure, yep.
Okay. 20 right.
And then muscle 7.
Muscle 7.
The Daggett transition.
Daggett transition. Good morning, Jay Krause. How are you?
Okay, so now this is a little something that Airbus, so basically been hit Tempe flight plan.
Temporary flight plan. Clicked.
Okay, and now it's going to bring it in here. So we'll just look at this here. So we'll have to look at this here. But so it basically drew it out nicely because it's basically we can review the chart, but it's basically a heading to intercept this radial, and then we'll cross the radial. Then it all looks good. So we'll just insert it for now. So just hit insert.
Temporary insert. Oh, okay.
Now it should turn green for you.
Indeed.
Perfect. Okay, and so if you use the scroll, you actually have to use it's the scroll up button, which goes down, which is a little bit weird. But if then you, so basically to then get onto, to get programmed for the Las Vegas star, you need to hit under destination. You just hit the button, the LSK button next to Las Vegas.
Oh, so I didn't need to scroll down. That destination was probably there before, or
yeah, you could have done that. I just was showing you that
it's an up
button
arrow
goes
instead of down. That is odd. Okay, so destination KLAS.
Yep. So then hit that.
All right. What are the winds today in Vegas?
Winds in Vegas are 280 at 5, so we'll plan 25 left.
Okay, 25 left. So
But before you do this, there you go. So put ILS 25 left,
ILS 25 left.
and then we'll scroll down to the CAPEC 3 arrival.
Hit the up arrow to scroll down to the Kepec 3,
That's counterproductive.
and then click Kepec 3.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're
I don't mean
gonna
to alarm anybody,
no approach vias,
but I think we're being followed.
and that should take us into
Vla Bianca, thank you for the follow. So no vias.
no vias. Yep.
Okay.
And it should swiftly over
So we do we do the
Daggett.
temporary flight plan
Nope.
again?
No. Hit the Daggett transition.
Oh, sorry,
first.
Daggett transition. Okay. This is so fun. Thank you very
And-
much, sir.
Yeah, this is fun. This is a fun Sunday morning activity for me.
Steve99, yes, I'm in P3D.
Steve's in the building. Oh boy. No, what's up, Steve? Okay.
There's a P3D add-on that shows your frame rates up here in the left-hand corner that make it look like X-plane. Oh, and then there's this little bar at the top of the screen that you can get an add-on where it says X-System on P3D. It's really cool.
Okay, so then hit Tempe flight plan.
Tempe flight plan. Good morning, Steve099. Good to see you, my friend.
And then we can hit insert.
Insert. It's an X-plane skin for P3D. Good one, Doodle Zackin. All right.
Okay, so now that's all in there. So we're going to go back into the init page. So hit the init.
Init.
Mhm. Hold on. I don't know why your distance is showing 7,677, but we'll look at that in a second here. Just not worry about that.
Where is that?
So go flight plan.
Oh, that was on the one before. Okay. All right, I'm on the init screen.
Okay, so
You wanted me to go
cost
back to
index
flight
of-
plan?
Just go cost index of 60 for right now. So we'll stay on the init page.
60.
60.
Oh, we have 60 viewers in the Twitch stream right now. How ironic is that?
Good morning, Twitch.
Good morning,
Okay.
Twitch. You hit the cost index number on the nose. Good morning,
Yeah.
Hawkfish. Good morning, Pilot Brandon.
And we'll go.
Steve says, hey, I just woke up. Give me a break. Yeah, okay, we'll give you a pass. We'll give you a mulligan. You know, I'm just playing with you.
And we'll go. We'll stay low. We'll go at 250.
250, so 250.
Yep, and put that in the cruise.
Cruise flight level.
Cool. And then if you hit the perf button,
Perf button. Just tell Max no fussin' when you go bussin'.
okay.
Pilot Brandon, no, we're not even on close to being
I
on
just
PE.
got hosted
No.
with the most
You now go. So in this takeoff page, looks good.
Chili Willy's with the host. Thank you, sir.
Chili Willy's. Go takeoff uplink data. Hit the button next to that.
All right, uplink takeoff data. Hit the uplink. I'm not sure if it did anything.
No, as long as you hit it, perfect. Hit it, and now go hit the LSK button next to V1.
Are we
VR,
sure I hit it?
V2. Yep.
Because I may have had not the finger up.
Okay, so hit it again.
Does it matter if you hit it again?
No.
Alright, so the yellow does light up briefly, so I may have done it before, I don't know.
Okay, perfect. So
Doodle
hit,
Zackin says, we're all rooting for you, John, but secretly we want a Jard. Chili Willies, I'm really in a really good mood, because Max here is being a kind sir and instructing me on this fine piece of Airbus.
machinery, the scare bus. Okay, so hit V1.
V1 LSK 133.
Perfect. Hit VR
VR 138.
and hit V2.
And V2 152.
Perfect. Now switch over to the flap. You should have a right now. It should say flap 2/up 0.0, which it does. Perfect.
What's the second part of that? Do you know? The
Oh, that's-
flap slash. What's
yeah, it's that
THS?
trim.
That's what?
That's our like up trim and
Okay.
down trim.
Okay.
So if you hit that, hit the LSK next to that.
Okay. Goes to 0.1.
Perfect. And you'll see the trim wheel start moving. So that
Okay.
sets it automatically.
Perfect.
Now this is one thing.
Do
If
we
you don't,
what do we set our trim to?
You don't set it. It does it automatically.
Oh, so it's only 0.1 on the trim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So now you see this D rate to flex takeoff.
Yes.
Okay. So let's say you're super heavy, right? And you don't want to, let's say you don't want to flex, right? Or you can't because of weight and balance issues or, runway length.
Yeah.
You have to put in a flex anyway. Otherwise, it will give you a alert message when you start your engines.
Okay.
Okay. So I always just put like a default. Unless you want to flex, I just put like flex 44 in. So I put F44
So
and just put that in there.
F44.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's our D rate flex. Okay. Is that pretty kind on the engine, or does that give you some balling?
It's no, I mean 44C. Yeah, I think it's pretty. It's in the medium.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So our thrust reduction, acceleration, that's all fine. We're not going to even touch that because it's fine. We're not going to do a takeoff shift. Okay. So that is pretty much setting up the FMC.
Do you check for discontinuities or
Yeah, I'm just doing it. If you go flight plan.
flight plan? Okay, so. Oh, I went. I'm gonna go up to the top here. Okay, now I can go down. So there's our radio. Will be okay. Top of climb, top of descent, Daggett, Skiber, Kepik, Red, Ipumi, Nipso, Sunset. Yep. Oh, no discontinuities.
Okay. Yeah, your fuel. Yeah, okay. That all looks. That looks. I'm just watching on being perfect.
The only thing. Okay. Yep. Looks good. Okay.
Okay. So okay, that looks good. So basically, at this point, I'll start working on the overhead. So let's go to overhead.
Let me do a quick joystick program for my overhead.
Sure. Yeah.
So if I programmed it to numlock or the number pad 8, that would be 9, I believe. I'm going to bind that to a particular joystick. Yeah. I think that'll work. So that's... Oh, and I got to bind this one. Hold on. A little housekeeping here. 5. Okay, I bound that. So this is overhead. This is cockpit. And that's outside. Okay, alright. Alright, overhead.
So we're on the overhead here. So we're just going to go, first off what we're going to do is since we're almost getting ready for a push, we're getting closer. Let's get the APU going.
Okay.
So let's go APU master switch. Push that puppy in.
Where?
It's right. It's sorry. It's right to the right of where your lights are. So you see strobe, wing, a nav, all that stuff. Lower left panel.
Okay, so master switch.
Yep.
Or
master
start.
switch.
Or master switch first.
Yep.
Okay.
You see a
Master
blue
switch.
light.
Blue
Yeah, there
light.
we go. And now hit start.
Start. Miles 419 is asking, what is flex/D rate?
It's
Go ahead.
no. It's my understanding of it is basically it's a D-rated performance on the engine. So it basically increases the engine performance or duration for the lifespan of the engine. So it is a reduced thrust setting on the engine.
Typically just for takeoff up to cruise or
It's until you get to your climb thrust reduction.
climb
point.
thrust. Okay.
Okay.
GJY is also answering there. Thank you. Okay, so
Okay,
master
now-
switch
Yep, so you
available.
should see available. Perfect.
Yep.
Now go APU bleed. Hit that puppy right above the APU master switch. It should there's one above it, so you should have a probe window heat, and then right above that's an APU bleed.
There's the APU bleed right there. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so now we'll just keep in the overhead view, but we'll slide over and to your little drop-down menu thingy, and if you push out the ground little thing, you can disconnect ground power.
Okay. Ground power is disconnected.
All right, and you'll see the green light.
Oops.
Nothing's on the external power now. Sweet.
Okay. I accidentally adjusted the cabin air conditioning. Oh well. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so now since we're on APU, we'll start kind of coming down in a flowway. So you can do it 2 ways. You can really start up and then work down, but I just like to get the APU
The
going
cockpit
and
is
then
too hot.
go up. But are you getting a cockpit's too hot?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go put the pumps on. So which is right below your engine fire pulleys.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Your left tank, center tanks, and right tank pumps coming on. So it's right above the BAT 1 and BAT 2 voltage.
Okay, so
28.
all 6 of those?
All 6. Yep. If you push those puppies in.
Here, give me just a second. I'm going to plug in headphones so I don't backfeed the mic here. Hold on.
Cool.
I'm going to put on my Turtle Beach Elite,
Nice.
but I got to plug it in so I can hear you. Okay, how now, brown cow?
That sounds good.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, and I look good too now. I'm so vain. Love it. Okay. All right. So our fuel
Yep. So if
Pumps are on.
Pumps are on. Good. And we can start slowly moving down here. Make sure we're not forgetting anything. Gens are full. That's fine. Make sure our packs are off for engine start, which we can see there. Illuminated packs are off.
Mm-hmm.
You can, if you want to do. Okay, so we'll go lights. So let's go nav logos on.
Nav logo on.
Okay. And we'll put the beacon on because we're getting ready to push.
Beacon on.
You can, so you see the little knob right to the right of the master APU switch. That's if you want to just control your overhead lighting. So I don't know if it's good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, 11 o'clock looks good.
Perfect. And put the seatbelt signs on.
Seatbelt signs on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
To, right below the, there you go. And if you, the emergency lights to armed.
Emergency lights to arm.
Mm-hmm. All right, yep.
Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. And also make sure your seat back and folding
Okay.
trays are in their
So now
right
the
position.
overhead panel is in great shape. So we're gonna go.
Pagers, radios,
No smoking?
control
Yep, no
toys be
smoking
turned
on.
off for the full duration of the flight. We remind
Okay.
you that this is a non-smoking flight.
So one quick thing, this is why this departure is kind of good. So I can demonstrate a couple of things quickly here. So if you go into your
The cockpit is too hot.
Wait, cockpit's too hot still, he says.
Okay, that's because the packs are off.
Okay. Alright, so I missed what you said.
Okay, so go into like the cockpit view, not the overhead, but just like the MFD, PFD view.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna look at your MFD, PFD
Mm-hmm.
on your. You can see if you look at how the route is drawn out, it's gonna look a little bit funky.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so basically, what I want you to do is just. I never trust that that's the exact radial. So we're gonna go. If you pull up the Muscle 7 departure chart.
Like on my flight.
I'll just read it to you. It's fine. I read it to you like this. It's fine. Okay.
Actually, I don't mind pulling it up just for my reference. I learned better visually.
Perfect. Yeah, me too. So it's up on my side. Let me know when it's up on yours.
Okay, the departure procedure, Muscle 7. Sorry, here, hold on. Okay, so
Okay. So again, one thing you'll learn about the jar is never trust it with fuel life. You know, just never trust it. You always double check everything. So in this case, on like the Muscle 7, the radial, that VM1770, we think that's them drawing it out, but I like to fly this departure slant alpha.
Okay.
So we're going to go, if you look on the Muscle 7, you'll see it's the 196 heading until we cross that 118 radial off of Seal Beach, and a left turn heading 177 for the vectors.
okay.
So right now, if you go into radio, rad, nav page on your FMC,
Rad nav. Okay.
and then if you put in the frequency of 115.7 and put that in your VOR1.
I just got hosted.
Okay,
The
so
most
in VOR1, I'm putting in. Sorry, say again that.
15.7.
Oh, Seal Beach.
1157. Yep,
Yeah.
put Seal Beach in.
Okay, Silent Hill Seal says good morning to you and I, and also wants you to stream this plane.
Good morning, Silent. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you.
Hello, Josh. 5028. All right, so that VOR1 is now 115.7.
Okay, and now you're going to put the course of 118 right below it.
118 on the course.
Above it. So basically right above the.
Oh, I put it in the
The
ILS
cockpit
frequency.
is too hot.
Yeah.
Okay, 118 course. There we go.
Perfect. So that's all set there. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to come since that's pretty much all done in the FMC, we're going to come up here and to our MCP panel, and we're going to switch it over to VOR mode because it was in ARC mode.
So up on our
Autopilot, yep, our MCP.
okay, and then
Switch it over to VOR.
VORD
No, yep, just
or VOR on the knob
on the knob. Yep.
from ARC to nav to VOR.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, so that is all perfect. So perfect. Just if you drop down, perfect. Hold on. Oh, it's not drawing it in yet. Okay, so is yours identified? Okay, you haven't identified it yet. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, sweet. So that's all good. So okay, 118.15.7, sweet. Okay, if while you're on your MCP, set your altitude to 5,000 as our initial.
And how do I do that? Is that just a rotation of the?
Yep, a rotation knobbage. So you see.
There is too hot in cabin, sir.
You gotta rotate it a little bit.
I got a knob where it's pushing it, but it's not. Oh, there we go. Once I get the up side arrows here, hold on. No, that's sliding.
So that's to slide to from 1,000
I
foot
don't mean
increments
to
to
alarm
1,000.
There we go.
But I think we're being followed.
Oh, I can use my scroll wheel. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, you gotta be gentle.
All right, so we're going up to which altitude?
You can we're not since there's no ATC. You can just bug 250. It's fine.
Okay. I'll bug 250
And
gently.
John, to make it easier, if you want, you can switch it over to 1,000 foot increments.
Oh, watch this. Set altitude to 5,000.
Altitude set to 5,000
Oh,
feet.
set altitude 25,000.
Altitude set
No,
to
doesn't work.
25,000
Good.
feet.
I wonder if it'd take a flight level. Set altitude flight level 250.
Altitude set to
Nope.
25,000.
Oh, it did. Okay, well it didn't go in there. All right, bugged 25,000.
Okay, perfect. So now we're in great shape. So 25,000, we're going to be managed speeds on departure. So you see it, your speed on the MCP is pushed in, and you have 3 dots across it.
Yes.
Okay, that is all fine. What you're going to have to do on this departure, which
cockpit
kind of a
is
good
too
training
hot.
is, you see how you can't push out the heading bug, even if you push it in or push it out. So this is going to be actually good for you because you're going to get a feel for the plane. Is why this is a good route. Is you're actually going to hand fly runway heading until you cross that radial, and then you're going to hand fly at left turn 177, and
Okay.
then you can put on the autopilot and bug the heading.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't program in like a heading in here like I would in the Boeing for like runway heading.
Well, that's because in this plane you can't.
Okay.
It's for some reason, and I don't know if the stream might know another way to do it, but there's no way to be able to do that when you're programmed.
JSnap just banned plane command.
Oh, really?
Good morning, JSnap 1982. We were just talking about you, wondering where you were in the world. Okay.
Okay, so dude, you're pretty much literally you're all set. You're like
wow.
Everything is that's pretty much the full startup. Again, I was a little bit slower than what I would normally do it, but yeah, that's pretty much everything to get her going.
Okay. Well, that's cool. All right. So push back then, and then
Okay, so
engine
that's
start.
What you do here. So hold on. So we'll work with. So go on your little pushback thingy. So go tow.
Tow. Steve says you can only set heading when airborne.
Yep.
There is
Okay.
too hot in cabin.
Okay, so now
sir.
go cold tow.
Call tow.
And let me know when he's connected. I'll call mine. Here we go. Should start. There we go.
Is there a difference between the 318, 319, 320, and 321? Isn't it size?
It's just the size of the plane's exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, holy snack! We got 103 viewers here today, CirrusMax.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's excellent.
awesome.
We might have to do a giveaway.
Okay.
I don't mean
It's
to
connected
alarm
now. That looks
anybody,
really good. So if you go,
but I think
if you go button.
We're being followed.
We got a follow. We got Nessie, the Messy 360. Thank you for the follow. All right, so now do what?
Hit go on the
Go.
Park brake off.
little-
Oh, park brake goes off automatically by hitting
Yep.
go.
Mhm.
Okay. And is this gonna? Am I controlling this or?
Yep, you
The
can
toe?
control it. So you see the little arrows?
Oh, so I want to go left or let's see. Is it captain or?
Yeah, it's
No, it's right. I want to go right. Sorry.
You want to go be a
I
tail
don't mean to alarm
west.
anybody,
Yeah.
but I think we're being followed.
Remcove, thank you for the follow. And then once I want to stop, then I just hit
But
like.
you see where it says go? Hit
Yeah.
that button again.
The cockpit is too hot.
Okay. Go. Okay.
Park brake
So now
on.
once that's done, you're gonna hit by toe.
By toe. Does he actually pull away?
He does. Your
Oh.
hydraulics will drop and you'll drop.
By the way, this is GPB 500's John Wayne scenery. This is
And it is
amazing.
amazing.
It's just amazing.
The best.
Type in exclamation GPB for info on his airports, and then there's also a way that you can donate and become a part of the exclusive release program. All right. Now, I'm assuming we're going to engine start.
Yeah, so we're gonna go. If you go, you should have a right below your fuel engine 1 and 2 ignition input switches. You'll have a little thing that you should go ignition start. So switch that right. That's
Okay.
down. So everything's down on the Airbus. So it's
It's
by
down.
by your throttle.
Okay. Oops. All right. So where are we going?
So you're gonna go your throttle. There you go. So you
I don't mean to
there you
alarm
go, and you're gonna go
anybody,
ignition. No.
but I
Yeah,
think
the little knob.
we're being
Switch that
followed.
right to ignition start.
Thank you for the follow. That was John Sharrow. So over to the right for the start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to start. Crazy Diamond, he says, I dare you to connect to PE right now. All right, sorry, ignition to start.
Oh,
And now
snap.
There is too hot in
start
cabin,
engine
Got
sir.
2 first.
hosted with the most.
You got Richie D Gaming with the host, thank you. And also the
Richie
cabin is saying that it's too hot. Welcome
That's fine.
aboard,
We'll
Richie
We'll
D.
get that fixed in a second here.
'Kay.
So go engines 2. Start that puppy up.
Just click it to
Just pull it up.
Starting engine 2.
start an engine 2.
Oh, snack. I just got hosted with the
the
most.
host sound. Oh yeah, I can hear the engine starting up. And I guess this is going to sound better when I get the
Oh, it's gonna sound.
the sky. I normally don't have sounds on my stream, but we'll let them go a little bit. They seem a little bit loud on the outside, but okay. And then we're looking for some sort of stabilize before we start the other one, or
Yep. So you normally it starts giving it fuel at like 25 N2, and then our fuel flow should stabilize.
oh, it does. It gives it fuel automatically.
Everything does it automatically.
But
Okay.
I think
Airbus does
we're
everything
being
automatically.
followed.
Okay. Thank you for the
Okay.
follow there, Maro Toweb.
Okay, so that looks good on your. Yeah, I'm just watching. Yep, good. Okay, so now give it a start on number 1.
Start on number 1. By the way,
I don't mean to alarm anybody,
we got.
but I think we're being followed.
Mikio1212, thank you for the follow. Hey Max, can you do me a favor? Can you type hello in chat? I want everyone to click on CirrusMax. You can just click on
The
his name
cockpit is too hot.
in the twitch.tv chat, and he'll you can click him and then click the follow button, because
Starting engine 1.
he is the one that's instructing me today on the Airbus, and he's got a fantastic stream.
Thanks, John.
So engine 1 is starting up.
Yeah, engine 1.
So just out of curiosity, how do you control the volume in this?
In this
Is
plane? Okay, yeah, sure. So you go go into your MCDU menu.
oh snack. Okay. MCD menu. Okay. Oh, sound volume.
There you go.
Sound volume. Oh, okay. So we can turn that down just a little bit. Oh, that's nice. Let's turn my first officer down a little bit. Not you, but the other first officer. Let's turn down my flight attendant a little bit.
Okay, so that, you got 2 good engines. So that is all good. Okay. Let me just get my number one up so then we're both on the same page. Like there's
Wait, hold on. A little more tweaking here.
a little tweakage.
Let's see, external. Okay. And if I hit flight plan, it just saves all those volume changes, right?
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, we can just turn it off. Or on. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, cool. Alright. Alright. Cool. Alright. By the way, Dano said, I was asking if you received his email.
I did. Yep. I sent him a message back. I did. Yep.
Huggy is triple dog daring us to connect to PE.
Okay. So now we're on the. So let's go overhead and we'll do our floats.
Okay.
So we're going to start on the left and at pack 1. Start there. So hit pack 1 coming on.
Okay, pack 1 is right here.
I don't mean to alarm
Yep. And go
anybody,
pack 2 coming on.
but I think
Pack 2 coming
being
on.
followed.
Perfect. And now you can control. So now there's air coming in the cabin. So you can, if you want to mess with the cabin control, so you don't get yelled at by the flight attendant.
Okay. Hadrian 900 with the Beam.Pro host. Thank you. Okay.
Nice. Okay. So now we're going to go work down now. So we're going to go
don't mean
APU
to
bleeds coming
alarm
off.
anybody,
Masters
I
APU
think
switch coming off. And that should all
being
come off.
followed.
Thank you for the follow, Adrian. APU bleed. Sorry, you got hit by the alert. APU bleed off, and then master switch off on the APU.
Yep. APU bleed off.
'Kay.
And then master switch off.
All right.
Perfect. And we'll go taxi lights on.
Taxi lights on, which is
It's
where?
right to the left of the start button for the APU.
Oh, nose. Okay.
Yep.
No, not takeoff, but taxi.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Okay. So now we're gonna go. You have the checklist there on your
I just got
on your screen. So we're gonna go auto
the
brake
most
max.
dead.
Auto brake. I got another host. Thank you, Max Waldorf.
You're on fire.
Yeah.
Downflight's on fire, baby.
All right. So you said
So go back to the cockpit.
you were saying something about the armed,
Yep. So auto brake. So go auto brake max. So you
which
can
is
go,
where?
back into the if you go back into your cockpit view,
Okay.
and we can go. There you go. So go auto brake max.
I don't know where that is.
Oh, sorry. It's right below the landing gear. The three green enunciation.
Okay. Hold on. I've lost my mouse here for a second.
Oh.
There we go. Okay. So auto brake max,
Yep.
as in auto brake CirrusMax.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
There you go. And now we'll go spoilers armed.
Spoilers armed is where?
Do you have a like a button?
Oh, I don't. I usually do it manually.
Okay, so you can. Ooh, I don't know if you can do it. I don't think you can.
Well,
do
let's
it.
map. Let's map one then.
Okay.
How do you? Is that in the just the X-plane commands?
So yeah.
All right, I got to figure out what button I'm going to use for that. So if I go up
Might
to
be-
settings, joystick, and equipment, there, and it's going to probably be under what? It's not under flight controls.
No, it's going to be joystick and equipment, and then it's just basic buttons.
Oh, it's basic. Okay,
Mhm.
and then we're looking for spoilers or speed brakes.
Yeah, it's going to be speed. I can walk it through it. So joystick. It is
139 viewers. Thank you, guys.
speed brakes. Yeah, so it's gonna be speed brake. I have mine says speed brakes retract 1, and then speed brakes extend 1.
Okay, so I need to figure out what button I'm going to use for this.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do. I can't do that because that's reversers. I think I can do it there. So speed brakes retract 1
Yep.
or extend 1.
You want to have retract 1 and extend 1. You want to have both set.
Okay, and then extend 1.
Mhm.
Would extend be better to be in a slide down? Because
Yeah,
retract would be
Yeah,
up.
Mine's up. So
Yeah.
and then extend is down. Yep.
Okay, and then I'm going to do... Okay. Alright, so now how do we tell in here when I hit it? I want to go.
So now go. If you go back
Spoilers
into the plane,
half.
if you hit the button, whatever you
Okay,
just set it.
spoilers half, I think it said.
Okay, but now you want to go the other direction. So you want to go. You want to
Spoilers
push it all
full.
the way up.
Spoilers full.
You want to you should try going the other way.
I
Now you're
did.
fully extended.
I am. No. I must have reversed those. So hold on.
Okay.
So joystick and equipment, speed brakes extend 1, so that would be lowering them. All right, that's right. So I'm pushing us down slide, and then the retract. Yeah, I'm doing up. Yeah, so retract would be going up. Okay. Okay, so
Spoilers half.
spoilers half,
Spoilers retracted.
spoilers retracted,
Spoilers armed.
Spoilers.
spoilers armed.
Perfect. Awesome. So now we're gonna
Oh.
go.
Just got a text message.
Nice.
It is Flyboy has successfully taken his first flight. He has just
Nice.
landed. He told the pilots to no auto land is what he told them.
No auto land.
Okay,
That's it.
auto brakes
Okay.
are armed.
Perfect. Let's go flaps 2.
Flaps 2. Let's see if my SciTech panel works.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 2.
Flaps 2. Oh yeah, there's a lot of sounds on this plane, aren't there?
Okay, so now you should have in your takeoff enunciation page, right on your engine page, should have everything should be green and takeoff config should be normal.
Lost the joystick programming again. All right, takeoff config should be normal. Is that in the MFD here?
Yep.
All right, let's go up here.
And I think I'm watching
Takeoff
it on the-
config normal.
Yeah,
Yep.
looks good. Okay. So now we're just worked on here. We'll go ignition to normal, which is right in the throttle, right below where we did our engine start.
What am I doing down there?
You see where the throttles? You know, we give it engine 1 and engine 2, where we start at the engines.
Yep.
I just said switch it to normal.
Back to normal. Let's see here. Just let me catch up with chat here for just a second before we
Sure, take your
taxi.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people here.
It's awesome.
The how big of a hard drive do I need for ortho to complete? Doodlezak and I have a couple hard drives, and the US is about 7 terabytes, maybe 8, depending on what zoom levels you're doing. But I do a combination of 17, 18, and 19, and mine's about 7 to 8 terabytes. Then I got Europe, it's another 4, so it's about 11 or 12 terabytes. For not all of Europe, but most of it. Did you build your PC, or did you buy it already put together? I bought some of it put together, and then I've added pieces. Like I've added hard drives. I added the GTX 980 Ti card. I added more RAM. Yeah. And MiceBuster says, I must say, respect for learning how to fly this puppy live on stream. No fear. Yeah, exactly. Let's challenge him to learn the Q400 as well, Max Waldorf says. Max Waldorf, another Global Sim Alliance member. Haven't caught you streaming for a while, Max. Looking forward to a future stream. Dano says, I'm going to be learning this as well. Comms, we're not doing comms right now because we're in like tutorial mode. TCAS, does this have TCAS?
It does, yeah.
Okay. Ask him to open an IFR European approach chart such as a LFRS. Ooh, that'll be fun.
What's LFRS?
We don't know what that is yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
A good old DME approach with the jar. That would be great.
Yeah, that's how you really get jarred, hardcore.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a giveaway because
Awesome.
I just feel honored that
I don't
everyone
mean
here
to
is
alarm anybody,
watching everything learn.
but I
here.
think we're being followed.
All right, so we're going to do 2 giveaways actually, folks. So the first one is going to be for the John Fly Mile faithfuls. So the second giveaway will be for anyone in the stream, but the first one will be for our people that are collecting John Fly miles. So stay tuned for the one for everyone. Let's see here. We'll make this run for about 10 minutes at most.
I don't mean to alarm
Maybe 9
anybody,
minutes.
but I think
Okay.
we're being followed.
Thank you for the follow there, Shituk. And also, I missed one other follow there. Thank you very much. I stream mostly military. Looking forward to even a military stream there, Max. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I don't mean to alarm anybody,
Sauce Vibes also with
but
the
I
follow.
think we're
Sauce
being
Vibes,
followed.
nice.
And everyone click on CirrusMax. He'll say hello in the chat, I bet. Click on him, give him a follow. A new auction has started for a gift certificate for the org store. So type !bid space amount. So if you want to bid 1 John Fly mile for the gift certificate, you say !bid space 1 and then enter. All right. And again, we'll do a one that's not John Fly miles. It's kind of random. Oh, that's awesome. I'm getting pictures of him on the 737, the Flyboy. Okay. All right. So we're ready. Okay. Next, sir.
Okay, so just, I know we're not on PE, but just if we were on PE,
Yep.
just to the right of engine 2, you'll get into the TCAS, it's like our transponder box.
Oh yeah, that's kind of important, huh?
Yeah, just if we were on PE, so just so you can know, kind of hopefully next time.
Oh,
you
it's
fly
yeah,
in.
exactly.
Okay. So you basically you would go. You see
don't
the
mean to
first
alarm
knob, this little
anybody,
white switch. You want it. It's on
but
standby
I
right
think
now.
we're being followed.
You just switch that to on, which would basically make you Squawk Charlie.
QSH Nation 1, thank you for the follow. Chat, give me a moment. I'm just going to do a taxi here.
I don't mean to alarm anybody,
Moderators, if you could handle
but I
some of the
think
questions, that would be great.
we're being followed.
Oh,
Squirrel's in the building.
Squirrel is in the building.
What's up,
Hello,
man?
Squirrel. Good to see you.
Squirrel. How you
I
doing?
gotta give some Squirrel love here. It's just necessary. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you, Squirrel, for joining us. Okay, so over on the transponder, we want to switch that to TARA.
Well, yeah, if you want it, because on the new Pilot's plugin, so yes, you'd switch it to TARA.
Okay.
But then for, let's say, for them to have you mode C component on your transponder,
Yep.
you'd have it on on.
I
So
don't
you
mean
have
to alarm
on the
anybody,
opposite side.
Okay.
but I
Okay,
think
so that's good. So you're good
being
there. You're good there,
followed.
and then you're pretty much you can get the parking brake coming off since we're right in
Thank
that
you,
section.
Zodi92, for the follow. All right, parking brake.
Park brake off.
Park brake off. Okay, how come I'm not showing a transponder code?
Yeah, I don't know why. I was just looking at that. Is your let's see? I was just looking at that. Is your check? Put your radios on. See if that fixes it.
How do I do that?
Okay, so go to your where your FMC is.
Oh yeah, we want to do the okay, rad nav.
No, like but right below it. So right
Oh,
below where
right
FMCs
below.
are, you should have like a little radio thing. It should be dark
I
right
don't mean
now.
to alarm anybody,
Oh yeah, I see that.
Okay,
but
now
I
there's a
think
little silver little
we're being
switch to your
followed.
right, and just flip that puppy on, and then your radio should come on.
I think they just came off. It looks like they were.
It's a little. It's a next.
Oh,
to
that's
that.
the manual tune. Okay.
Okay, next to that, to the right, there should be a little silver switch.
Oh, on. There we go. On. I do the same for both radios. Okay. On. Yeah, no transponder code.
Okay, we're working on that. I don't know why it's doing that.
Okay.
We're not on PE, so it's fine. We'll figure it
Okay.
out.
Okay.
Okay. We're ready to go whenever you are, buddy.
Okay, parking brake is released. I'm assuming that my mixture and prop levers aren't. Doesn't matter where they are. Oh yeah, that does. Do you see that? The engines were starting. Oh my gosh. I just got jarred, huh?
Oh, engine just came off.
I didn't know the mixture
I don't
was
mean to alarm
mapped.
anybody, but I think
And
we're being
thank you for the
followed.
follow. Oh my gosh. So I just rotated the mixture knob and it cut off the engines.
Nice.
And now they've come back. I don't know if we lost the flight plan.
Let's see. Go into flight plan in your FMC.
Did I just get jarred? No, it's all there.
Okay, good.
That was
You're good.
funny. All of my panels shut off and everything.
Yeah, you're fine. You're still in good shape.
FMC, it's not a Boeing. McDo, anyway, I got to go just to say hi. Thanks for stopping by, Squirrel. Appreciate that.
Hey, Squirrel, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you. Good morning.
You can say any words you want. The A320 did not let me last time I flew it. Couldn't figure it out. Better unbind that just in case. Yeah. The calm thing happened to me yesterday. See if the rat is under the plane. What is the rat?
A remote air turbine, I believe it's called.
Oh.
But I think we're being followed.
But we'll figure that out.
You do that in flight and the rat deploys. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That was so funny. I shut down the entire plane. That's worth a follow. Taximan65, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I don't know if that was a jar or what that was, but I have to leave that mixture in the same position. So am I hearing the concrete separations? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the sound pack makes that probably better or worse or
Way
Yeah.
better. The sound pack just makes everything just better. Your ears will just be in heaven.
All right, John Wayne Tower, Frontier 572, holding short 20 left. Frontier 572, clear to cross 20 left, and line up and wait 20 right. Line up and wait 20 right, Frontier 572. Can you give me a CirrusMax cabin call, please?
I sure can. You want it for Frontier? For me? For you?
Frontier 572.
Okay. 572. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good morning from the flight deck. First officer speaking, Maxwell here, sitting alongside Captain John Fly. We're currently just lining up on Tuesday right now. Quick flight time to Las Vegas, 52 minutes airport time up at 25,000 feet. Should be a smooth journey all the way. Coming in this morning was nice ride in from Vegas, so should have a nice ride back to Vegas for you this morning. We'll talk to you airborne once, give you latest instrument arrival time and weather conditions. Want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Welcome aboard Frontier 572 on our way to Las Vegas. Thank you. Flight attendants, please proceed with departure.
Nice. The CirrusMax cabin call. I love it. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, we got an auction going for anyone that has John Fly miles. So I don't know who's the leading bidder right now, but get your bids in now.
You're lined up, right?
I am lined up. GPB
All right, awesome.
500. I'm gonna set my parking brake for just a second.
Perfect.
Park brake on.
Okay. All right. So kind of brief me through this. I'm nervous.
Okay, dude. You're gonna be great. Okay, so little departure briefing. So you're gonna go toga. So you're not gonna be flexing it, right?
Is that another joystick bind?
Nope. You're gonna
Okay.
you're gonna slowly come up, and basically you'll hear different clicks. So you're gonna basically, as you increase the throttle, it's gonna go flex 44, and then you're gonna have one more click to toga.
Okay.
And you should have an S. Then you'll line up as SRS and runway, and 2 greens, and then climb and nav will be 2 under that.
I'm not following that last part.
Okay, because the engines came off, your plane might be a little bit different than mine, but just as long as you're full power, we'll go with that for right now. Okay.
Okay.
Again, you got the radial set, so you're good on that. Once that hits, your runway heading until it hits, and then a left turn 177, and then you can pull out. So just so you can see, the push pull system.
Mm-hmm. On the MCP.
On the MCP, yep. Once you're airborne, and I would hand fly it until you get on that 177 heading, and then pull it. It will line up for 177 and go autopilot 1. But I'll be watching your stream, so I'll tell you. I'll walk you through everything. Okay?
Yeah, because I kind of missed all that.
I'll walk you through it.
But I think.
All right, so just for my sanity, where is the best place to look at your current heading?
Right. So I would see right below, because you're gonna be looking at your flight director and your
Right there at the bottom of the attitude.
Yeah,
all right.
the attitude indicator. Yep.
Okay, so we're heading to. Okay, so I want to after takeoff and then I'm gonna go
I'm
once.
lined up on the runway right now, but I'm not gonna take off until you're airborne. So I'm just gonna be watching your stream.
Okay, so 177.
No, so so basically you
When I hit that
heading.
radial,
When
right?
you hit that radial, then a left turn 177 for vectors.
And in order to see when I'm hitting that radial, I want this line over here to
cross it. So it's
To
gonna,
cross
it's
it.
once you're airborne and you identify it, it's going to be out a little bit, and then once it squares up and you're like how it is right now,
okay.
then you'll make the turn.
All right, I'm a little nervous.
You're going to be great. You're going to do amazing. And then one quick thing I'll just say is when you become airborne, right, John, and then you hit your thrust reduction altitude, you're going to then bring your throttles back to thrust climb.
Okay.
But we'll go step by step. So
All right,
takeoff.
I need to map one more joystick thingy.
Sure,
Hold
take your
on.
time.
It's for some reason my cockpit view got unmapped again. So view 5. Okay. All right. So once we get up to thrust setting, then we do climb thrust, is what you said, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming we want to do some lights now.
Yep. So you can go landing lights, light up like a Christmas tree. So everything's coming on. Strobes, beacon, everything should be on. Landing lights, runway turn off, everything come on.
Okay, landing lights on. Strobes on. Beacons on already. Wing light. Runway turn off. Nose takeoff.
Everything.
Everything. Boom. Just everything.
Boom, bang, bang, bang. Yep.
Make her visible. Okay.
All right.
Your altimeter is set to HP instead of inches. Yeah.
Yep.
That's okay, I guess. Or I can just click that. It's not standard, but I don't want standard. Oh, I see. It's the inner side knob, huh?
Mm-hmm. I mean, one thing is you can see if you go down your screen right below your standby instruments, you have a little box where it has the current weather in Vegas in John Wayne right now.
Where is that?
Right below your standby attitude indicator. Yeah, right there.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
See a
Update.
little-
Arrival airport.
Yep, or your departure airport to see what day this is or whatever you wanted to look at.
No METAR data load.
So,
Click
hit
update.
Yep.
Let's do our departure airport update. Oh, that's so nice.
Sweet, right?
Departure airport. Yep, that's so nice.
I don't mean to alarm
Good, good.
anybody, but I think we're being followed.
TI Jaya Chris 123. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna be taking off now. Well,
All right,
let
John,
me just
you
see.
can do this. You got this.
I'm still nervous. The high bid is at 34,000 John fly miles. Huggy with the big bid. Wow, wonder who's gonna battle him, if anyone. All right, so I'm gonna go full throttle.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep her on the center line. I'm gonna. What's
Hit
my
her toga.
what's my rotate?
What were your speeds?
I think it was like.
Oh yeah, 129, 134, 149. But he'll call it out for you.
Okay. All right. Parking brake
Park
release.
brake off.
Let's go flying.
I'm not
Do
using
this.
FS Global Real Weather.
That's fine.
Will he call out? No, someone was asking. Will he call to? Oh, there's
Power set.
Power set.
Yep. Keep bringing them up. Bring them up. There we go. No, keep one more up. Go toga.
I don't know if it's Togo yet.
You're good. You're good. You're in toga.
Okay.
There you go.
100 knots.
100 knots.
Ja.
V1.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate. Oh snack. Oh snack.
Positive climb.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Oh baby. Oh pitch up.
There you go. Get back in the cockpit.
Back in the cockpit. Okay, so when's that radio gonna come in?
Coming in. Keep going. You know what? It's not coming in. So turn left. Turn left now, heading 177.
Left
Frontier
177. Frontier 572. I think I need to change my field of view. I think I need to go back to my 4K TV because I can't see the numbers very well.
Okay.
Okay, so 177 is that?
177?
Oh, I'm a little bit. I'm like a
Fine.
175. So
That's fine.
yeah.
Okay, so now go thrust climb. So now hit your throttles 2 times. Bring it back 2 notches back. You should go thrust climb.
Okay, I think it just did op climb.
That's going to be one of your throttles to come back to. That's
Thrust climb. Okay.
Yep.
Thrust climb.
And bring it one more back. Back one more.
I think I'm at thrust climb now.
Thrust climb, perfect. And now go autopilot.
Okay, where's that?
On the MCP. So AP1.
AP1.
Autopilot 1, cross
Hit
check.
that, and now push the heading bug.
Heading bug is going to be pushed.
I don't mean to alarm
Sorry, pull.
anybody,
Sorry, pull.
Pull. Okay.
but I think
Sorry.
we're being
It says
followed.
178.
That's fine. Leave it on that. You're in great shape. Okay, so now you are looking good. So now let me see your out. Let me see your.
Am I going to follow the LNAV now or no?
Hold on. I just want to make sure. Yeah, your heading select, open, climb. Okay, that's fine. If you push, you should be in climb. Push
It's actually not following the heading right now. Because we're at like 1.8 something right now, and we're turning.
Because your speed, dude. Look at your speed. 'Cause you're, push the nose down. Push the nose down.
Okay, nose coming down. For some reason, autopilot.
Autopilot 1, cross check.
Disconnect. We do not want to John stall it. Hey, keep
Yeah.
going. There you go. Yeah,
Autopilot's
so-
back on.
Okay. I can't see what your speed set. What's your speed? There you go. Open climb. Okay, you're in thrust lever, so bring the throttles up a little bit.
Thrust climb, okay.
Keep it in thrust climb.
How come it's not following the path?
You're on 177, 178. But now what we're going to do is we're going to switch nav. Go nav, John.
Oh, that's right, because we were doing it manually. Okay.
Exactly. So go nav.
Nav, okay.
Okay, now you're going to go into your FMC.
FMC.
Yep. And actually, you know what? First, Frontier 572, turn left, heading 290.
290. So we're going to go back off of nav, don't we?
Just yeah, you're still in heading select. You're fine. So turn it left 290.
How would I do that? Like change the heading bug? Left heading what?
You have to pull 290.
But we're in nav mode, right? So we'd have to go
No, you're-
out of nav mode, or
You're in heading mode. You're still in heading mode.
Still in heading mode. All right, so left turn to 290. That's a
Yep.
westerly heading.
Yep.
Okay.
Right turn.
Oh, right turn.
Yeah, right turn 290.
Okay, I got 290 headed, but it's not really turning.
Okay, so hit go flaps 1. Clean her up a little bit.
Speed checked, flaps 1.
Okay, flaps 1.
Speed checked, flaps 0.
Pull it again, John. Pull the heading bug one more time.
Okay, it's at 154 now. So right turn 290.
Yep.
Okay. It doesn't seem like it's turning.
Because we gotta pull it again. Pull the heading bug one more time. Okay, you should be good. Because your autopilot's not on. Hit the autopilot.
Autopilot 1, cross
Came
check.
off.
Yep, hit it.
Okay, the autopilot's on now. And I got 290 in there, but it's not turning.
Zoom in on your MFD there, John. You should be heading thrust, that's fine. Thrust climb, heading, oh, you should be turning. You're still not turning?
Still not turning. I mean, if it's turning, it's like a slow, like 5-degree turn.
Yeah, no, that shouldn't do that. Okay, go do this. Go go FMC.
It's it is turning slightly, but go
No,
well.
that's too slow. Get into your FMC.
FMC.
Your MCDU box.
McDo, yeah.
Yep, you make do. And then just go direct. Just put a direct in there. Go direct
Okay.
page, DIR.
Okay.
And go direct seal beach.
Direct seal beach, and then direct to insert.
Yep, so hit that. So yep,
Okay.
direct seal beach, insert. Okay, now go back to the MCP.
Okay. Not turning.
You push it in.
Push what in?
The heading bug. Push it in.
If I push it in, that's a pull.
Yeah, push it. 'Cause you want to push it in. Okay, now so try to do the opposite then. If that's push out, push in.
Okay, I'm pushing in. It says 135 now.
Okay, you should try to it should be capturing that. Yeah, I think we got jarred.
Because he's in
alright.
heading mode? No.
Yeah, because
Push
you're in
in
heading
heading.
mode, but your
Push
your
the
nav
button.
is
Push the
blue.
button. Pull the button.
Try to make a turn now, John. Just try to turn it. Turn
Manually?
Right or left.
Without
manually.
Without autopilot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know with autopilot. It's
Oh.
fine. Autopilot's fine.
You can turn with the autopilot.
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
Okay, I'm just turning left. Was it our little mixture engine drop thing that maybe
Yeah,
messed things up?
I think that might have done it.
Okay. Get the dot. Okay, get the dot and turn the heading to the right direction. All right, so if you get the dot then. All right, so if we push this in.
Yeah, because the dot has the nav as armed, so it's like in the arm stage of it, but it's waiting to capture because if the degree of intercept
Autopilot
is,
1, cross-check.
is less. There you go.
Yeah, it won't get the dot. It seems like it got the dot at one point, but well, there you go. We started it up. We did a successful taxi. We did a semi-successful takeoff, but our autopilot is not working. Or I'm just not doing it right. Something happened.
No, you're doing fine. You're
I
doing
think
fine.
it was the mixture.
Yeah, I think that messed it up. Yeah. John, try to see here if you go. Try to line her up like manually, like direct to fix.
I don't mean to alarm anybody,
Trey's Gaming, thank you for the follow.
but I think we're being followed.
Yeah, if you go try to like line her up. Yeah, you go arc mode, John, on your MCP.
I don't know how to do that. Oh, arc mode, okay. Arc mode?
Yep, go arc mode.
Ah, the button's now on the MCP. Heading 350.
Autopilot 1,
Okay,
cross-check.
now push it in. Now, but you want to go direct to fix. So go direct dag it.
Well, let's just get heading going for a second though.
Okay.
So if I have 350 in the heading and I've got autopilot
Yeah,
on,
but you see you're turning. I don't know why you're turning.
so the light so we're definitely jarred then.
Yeah, that's armed though. So like nav is armed, so it's waiting to capture it. But I don't know why you're. I think it's trying to turn onto a fix. It's trying to get back on the magenta line.
Okay.
But keep it in arc.
Okay, arc.
I don't mean to alarm anybody.
Right
But I
and
think
left click heading button, he says. No, I don't think it's working, Steve.
It's not, okay, John, because Seal Beach is showing 6,700 miles from you, so we need to get Seal Beach out of there. I think that's the issue. So you try to go direct to vanilla fix. So put in like, I don't know. Let's look here.
Let's go direct dag it.
Go direct dag it. See what that does.
So to go direct to, I just go direct to,
DIR,
and then
the
dag
DIR
it,
button.
and
I don't
then
mean to alarm
Yeah,
anybody.
DIR.
yeah, I did that.
But I think we're being followed.
And hit insert. Okay. See, I don't know why is it showing you six. Okay, now go hit nav again. Push it in.
Oh, master warning. We got a master warning.
What is it telling you? Oh, you're overspeeding. Okay. Yeah, the plane's concocted. Yeah, the plane's messed up.
is.
Yeah, it's completely. It's finished.
All right, so if I go just as a last test here, if I go nav, and I go autopilot,
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
Yeah, so put the
that
autopilot
technically should go to the direct dag it, right?
on. Yep. So if your autopilot was on, and then if you push it in, it should go just how your speed is. See, it's like 3 dots aligned.
Yeah.
It should go direct dag it.
Yeah, and it's not. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
We learned a lot, and we just know don't take your mixture off on your SciTech throttle quadrant when you're
Yeah.
when
so
you're-
yeah, we should start over. Yeah, the
Yeah.
plane's broken.
well. It's always good to start over because I get to relearn things from the beginning. Yo, Yo, Uberbot. Yo, plane is broken. You're just wasting time.
Yeah, plane's broke.
Okay.
All right.
Now, there could be another equation here involved, right? So maybe my SciTech autopilot multi-panel is interfering with the jar.
That definitely might be.
So if I come up here to plug in admin and I go enable disable, now I need to probably restart X-Plane and get rid of the SciTech thing. But if I just turn off the driver, let's just do a quick test, right? So autopilot.
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
And nope. Nope, still not. Okay, restart.
Gotcha.
That was cool though.
That was good. We're close.
I just want to show a quick replay.
Yeah.
Gear down. Flaps 2, park brake on.
Just for, stream candy.
That you play will need sitting with your seatbelt fastened into the cabin.
It's good rotation.
Pretty rotation.
Oh, pitched a little high.
Speed.
Yeah, there goes the gear. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to go back to, and see, I'm learning this, right? So McDo sound volume, outside, engines external, master volume. Okay, let's just see what that looks like on the outside now. A little more tolerable for my ears. I mean, we learned a lot. And we got jarred. How appropriate is it that we get jarred the first time we fly,
The first time, it's a must.
Yeah. It's a beautiful bird coming out of John Wayne. Micebuster, thank you for the encouragement. It was good you got... It was a good attempt considering you got it up in the air. That's a positive attitude. I like that. Remember, the jar levels are level 1A, minor weird, the thing that does mess up everything. Level 2, something that messes up. System level 3, that's something that multiple systems. 4, something that breaks, crashes air. Yeah, there's a lot of going on here. Okay, well, we got to see a takeoff at least.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Now, typically, do you restart X-Plane Max, or do you just reload
I don't
aircraft?
mean to alarm anybody.
Well,
I think
I think
we're
Cat
being followed.
had a good point. If we're going to do this again, I would unbind your mixture thing so that that's not an issue again.
Okay.
Or just
I'm going to go
know.
out completely, and I'm going to disconnect
Yeah.
my SciTech. I'm going to disconnect all of my SciTech except for my yoke, obviously. All right. Well, that was cool. Oh, winner, Huggy1, Huggy9999. So I'm going to write your name down.
Nice hug.
And when we get into a situation where we can, maybe in cruise, or maybe afterwards, we'll send you the gift certificate. But we probably should, while X-Plane is loading, we should probably do a spin. So Huggy, do you want, hopefully you're here, do you want the second, third, fourth, or fifth spin on the wheel? And I'm going to do a test spin right now just to see. Test spin didn't count. Let's see, come here, go here, hit OK, go here, test spin. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so do you want first, second, second, third, fourth, or fifth spin? Fifth spin he wants. Okay, here we go. Here's number 1. I'm going to turn the sound off because it blows my eardrums. And I also got to multitask here. So K, S, and A, and A320. Fly with these options. And here we go, the first spin. Kind of missed the sound. The first spin result is 50. Second spin. This is how much his gift certificate is worth. 15 is the second spin. Third spin. 25. Fourth spin. 25. And the spin that actually counts right now. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 25. Congratulations. Well done, sir. Thank you for all your John Fly miles that you spent on that. That was quite a lot. So we'll send you a gift certificate for the org store that's written in the book, and we'll get that to you shortly. Thanks for playing. All right, Max. Well, we're loading. Yeah, don't know how it got jarred, but it did.
Dude, it happens to us all.
Yeah.
We're part of it.
I'm going to put the mixture just up at the very top of my quadrant so I don't even play with it. I don't think we have to unmap it as long as I don't touch it. But now my SciTech radio panel, switch panel, autopilot multi-panel are off, disconnected from the computer. And X-Plane's taking a sweet time loading, so how bizarre, how bizarre. By the way, I played our Key West departure on stream yesterday morning.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Awesome. Did you should have, when you were flying it?
Yeah, and when you got the Navy base transition there in the real world, folks, out of Key West, that was fun.
That was fun. That was awesome.
Right, Global Airport. I'm going to gate 11.
Park brake off.
Okay, back in the cockpit. Park brake.
Park brake on.
Park brake on. And then we're going to the overhead. Actually, we're going to turn on ground power, huh?
Yep.
Ground power. See, I remembered some of this. Land on a carrier. That would be fun. Yeah, that would be fun, actually. Any suggestions on a platform to get back into X-Plane? If you buy X-Plane 10 right now, with the Windows version, you're gonna get X-Plane 11 free next month. So that would be my suggestions. A computer that you can buy without having to build it from scratch. I'd go with either Jetline systems, maybe, Max.
Yeah, Jetline's really good.
I heard some people have success with cyber power PCs, but yeah. You can see my specs in the profile below of what motherboard, etc. that I have. None shall pass. Got his from Dell. All right, so ground power is on, and then now we're going to go battery 1, 2.
Yep. Ground power. Put that puppy on.
Ground power. Turn that on. 28 volts.
Yeah, it should be a ground power little green thing that you have to put on. External power. So on your external power tab, right to the right of the bus tie.
Yeah, I hit that already.
Okay,
yeah.
So you have bat 1, bat 2 is good. Okay, cool. All right.
You can probably go a little faster this time because I won't be asking as many questions, or I'll kind of know where things are to a certain degree.
Okay. Sure. So okay. So once all that's done, we'll just quickly go up here since we're streaming. We'll go nav. We'll go our IRS panel.
To nav.
Yep. The IRS panel to the top left.
And then the sys to 1 and this to PPOS.
Yep.
Okay.
Then we'll go down to the FMC. We'll go a knit page.
And we'll go to a knit page, and we're going to put in KSNA/KLAS. We're going to put that in the from to, and then a line. See, I'm starting to remember some of this.
This is good. This is good. This is
okay.
what we want.
And then I'm going to put in a cost index of 60.
No, do not do that. You're going to get jarred again. Don't do that. No, don't do that.
Okay.
So now we're going to go to fuel and payload.
That's right, fuel and payload. Oh, you panic. No, don't do that. I love it. All right.
Okay.
So it takes a little while for the fuel dialog box to come up. Okay.
Okay, so whatever you want to set, what do you want to set? You can leave it. What do you want to set your payload to? Whatever you want.
Took is flying out of Vegas in the real world this afternoon. That's awesome.
Nice, Shook. Awesome, dude.
Okay, so we'll go to a similar thing as before. So I think we
1 out of
had
5 and 10,
yeah, that's
and
fine.
then-
And then we went 2.5
Yeah, it's all saved.
on the back.
Yep.
Oh, it's saved.
Mhm.
So 2.5 on both. No, it's not saved because we had 28% before CG.
Did we?
Yeah, that's fine. That's all good. And then my fuel, I'm gonna go 6.5 refuel, right?
Yep. 6.5. Yep.
Refuel started. You're gonna get jarred. Listen, I've been flying jars long before you were even born. Who can say what stream that is from?
Yeah.
For John Flymile win. All right, next.
Okay, so now that's good. So we will we'll come up here quickly, and we'll start programming the FMC quickly. So we'll go in our init page, and we'll hit the 0 fuel weight next to the tab.
0 fuel weight hit.
Perfect. So now we'll come over here and we'll go flight plan,
Flight plan.
and we'll put in.
Click on
these, yep.
KSNA. Departure.
20 right.
20 right. Muscle 7.
Daggett.
Daggett transition. Temporary flight plan.
Yep. Insert.
Insert. See how quick that was? Boom. Destination Las Vegas. ILS 25 left.
Yep.
Kepik. Kepik 3. No transition.
No transition on the. Yep,
No via,
VIAs, and then
Daggett
just
transition.
Yep. Daggett.
And temporary flight plan. Oh, see? Temporary insert. Okay. See, guys? I learned a little bit. Hey, Hawkfish just won.
Perfect. And now that looks a lot better because you see it before it was 7,000 miles.
Oh,
to
yeah.
Vegas. Now
Yeah.
it's 295. Okay.
Let me quickly give some John Fly miles
Sure.
to
Good thing, dude.
to Hawkfish.
Yep.
There's a little 3. Oh, crap. Wrong name. Hawkfish 3. All right, 300 John Fly miles for the answering the question. Unless someone else asked it and I missed it. All right, yeah, we're good. Congratulations. Hello, Hiragua. Good afternoon.
Here we go. What's up, man?
All right, so next.
Okay, so that's good. So your flight plan looks good. We're going to go on your init page again, and we're going to put now the cost index.
Okay.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Cost index. Thank you for the follow, Hiragua. All right, and then cruise level will go to 270 this time.
Perfect.
Just because I just felt like the 25 was unlucky. Okay, 270.
Yep, 270. So that looks good. Now you go your perf page
Perf page.
and hit your takeoff data uplink.
Takeoff data uplink. Okay. Hit it
Now you
twice.
put your V speeds in.
V speeds.
So, yep.
Okay.
Click on each one, V1, VER,
Yep.
and one.
And then
yep.
44 on our D
Oh,
rate.
no, first before
Oh.
you do that, you hit the flaps 2 and the up.
Oh.
Downward.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
And then 44.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, entered.
And then you put the flexage.
Flexage. It says enter F40 to F68.
Yes, and you gotta put F in. You
Oh, that's right.
gotta put an F before. Yep.
Foxtrot 44. I already jarred it. All right. There we
No,
go.
that won't jar it. That will just semi-jar it.
Semi-jar. Okay.
Okay, cool. So you're good there. That looks good. John, so now go your rad nav page.
Rad nav. Seal Beach is still in there.
Perfect. With the 18 on the radial.
Yep.
Perfect. Great. Okay, cool. That looks good. And we'll start working on the overhead here quickly. So let's go overhead. And we'll start first. Okay, we'll start. I always like to do it this way, just because I don't know. I've always done it, but we'll go APU master. Come on.
APU master on.
And APU start on.
APU start on.
Great. So now Ben will come up and we'll start on the pumps.
Shtuk wants to know how many of us here fly in the real world. Or thinking about learning. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get my private pilot's license. And Max here is a real world pilot with about 350 hours now?
Yeah, 350. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll start on pumps. So we'll go left pumps coming on.
1, 2, center's on, right's
and
on.
Right. Yep, perfect. We'll slowly move down here. Make sure packs 1, pack 2 are off. We will come and hit APU bleed on.
APU bleed on. I'm so happy I remember where these things are.
Yeah, it makes it, dude. It's awesome.
Yep.
And then we will go ground power on our left tab. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, ground power.
Fuel and load.
Fuel and load, or
all those
goodbye.
tabs, bye-bye.
See
Yep.
ya.
See ya. See ya.
Shira. 11-hour student is missing this mic. Awesome.
Nice. Awesome. All right, so now that's good. That's all on. Now we'll work down here. We'll go nav logo on, beacon on,
Beacon on. Nav logo on.
seatbelts and smoking on.
Seatbelt and smoking on.
And we'll
Oops.
go emergency exit lights armed.
Emergency exit lights armed. Okay.
Okay, so now your overhead is in a start setup now.
The cockpit is too hot.
We'll go
'Kay.
back to cockpit. We'll set, we'll just put 270
270 on
on the
the
MCP.
on the speed, or sorry, the heading.
No, on the altitude.
Oh, and the altitude. Yep.
Radios and remote control to always be turned on for the full duration of the flight. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is prohibited on the entire
Okay,
Oh, if you, that's funny. So I'm using the scroll wheel, and if you slightly get off, and all of a sudden you zoom you zoom into the terminal. You got to be very gentle with this. I wish plane command would work for that. Okay, we're going to 270. Okay, it's set.
okay, so now that looks good. We're pretty much, we can get that pop out. Good, okay. Make sure we didn't forget anything. We're in good shape, John. You can call the tow.
Call the tow. Ah, GPB 500 scenery again. If this is deja vu for anyone, I understand. Don't worry. Do not adjust your television set. This is not a test.
All right, and I'll hit go.
Steve, you and I are in the same freaking boat. So in 2001, I logged 30 hours between a 152, a 172, and a Piper PA-28. I had 30 hours logged. That was 15 years ago. Lost the logbook. I can't find it. All right, let's do a go on the tow.
Park brake off.
And then we wanted to do right?
Yeah.
So right means it is when it's turning. Okay, it's talking about the nose. Yeah. Okay. It's going a little faster than before. Thank you guys for sticking with me. All right, now I'm going to do hit the go button again. And then I'm going to say bye tow.
Park brake on.
Bye tow. Little tow truck buddy. Let's have a coffee later on. All right, hit the tow. Okay.
To the buy tow, perfect. And then hit the buy tow button again for it to go off green.
It's going away.
Great. Okay, so your packs are off. You can go ignition, start.
Ignition start. I actually know where that is now. Okay, and then engine 2.
2.
Starting engine 2.
Going a lot smoother. I like the fact that
The cockpit is too hot.
I like the fact that we did this again because it kind of reinforces the procedures. I like it.
Yep.
Just as long as it's not deja vu all over again. Well, I don't know, Skid Rock, if you paid attention, but this is Groundhog Day. And you're going to repeat the John Fly stream over and over and over. If you've seen Groundhog Day, you get that. Okay, starting up.
All right, you can start number 1.
Starting number 1. What do you typically wait for on that, whether to start 1 or not? Or to start the second one?
Until 2 stabilizes.
And where are you looking when you do that? Up top here? So this
Looking for like the N1 for to stabilize.
So N1 on 20?
N1 and then fuel flow. Like once like fuel comes in, it'll go up to like start like 200 and it'll
Starting
start to
engine
like
1.
550 and it'll start stabilizing right around like between 450 and 500.
Could you just start one after the other? Is it going to have a problem? But I know in the real world they'd never do that. But
no, but you could in this plane.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just curious. Like if I'm ever in like a conga line and I'm behind the 8 ball and I just want to fire up as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'm sure you could do that and it wouldn't do anything. Yeah.
That's a funny statement. If I'm going to put that on my Facebook status. If I'm in a conga line and I'm behind the 8 ball, can I do that?
Yeah. No.
People are like, what? What's he talking about? Is he talking about dancing? Is he talking about doing 8 balls? Or what's he talking about?
Okay, so you're good now. So we'll just go overhead.
Overhead.
We'll start down in the flow. So go pack 1.
Pack 1 on, pack 2 off, APU bleed off,
Yep, everything off. Good.
master switch off,
Nose, taxi.
master switch off, nose to taxi.
Yep.
Oop.
We'll go back to the cockpit now. So we'll grow
Back
auto
to
brake
the
max.
cockpit, auto brake max, which is my new bound button. No, it's not.
No,
Hold on,
no,
it's up
that's
here.
that's your speed
Auto
brakes.
brake is CirrusMax. Okay, and then speed brakes.
Is armed.
Okay, let's try. Let's see if this works again. So we want to go speed brake
Yep, that's perfect.
down.
Spoilers
I don't know
half.
how you want.
Spoilers
so it's-
full.
It wanted to go. Yeah.
Oh no,
Spoilers half. Spoilers retracted. Spoilers arm.
there. Spoilers armed. Okay.
Perfect. Okay, flaps 2.
Flaps 2. I don't have a one of my SciTech panels has flaps. So I'm gonna have to do this over here on a different button.
Flaps 1. Flaps 2.
Okay, flaps 2.
Okay. John, you are. You can go ignition coming off now. So ignition normal.
Okay, so let's come down here and do ignition normal. Okay, ignition normal.
Great. Just one quickly. Go to the MCP for a second and switch over to VOR.
The
Yeah.
cockpit is too
Oh wait,
hot.
sorry. Let me go MCP, VOR. Okay.
What is it?
Oh,
What-
that looks so much better. I now have a line. I can now
There you
see when
go.
it intercepts.
Great.
So
That's what
we
wanted.
we are cooking with Jet
All right.
A.
Let's go flying.
That's a new phrase I just made up. We're cooking with Jet A. Golf course and ice cream. Let's go, baby.
Park brake off.
Park brake off. What airport is this? This is GPB 500's John Wayne scenery.
Seatbelt sign eliminated. You must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the
Okay.
I'm going to do a shift 2 here just to give us a little cinematic effect here. Oh yeah. Frontier 572. Whoa. Taxi test. That looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Where's Rush, the Airbus pilot, when we need him? Oh. At the end of the day, I don't care what I fly as long as I'm with a good crew and good pay. That is a great attitude, Shtuk. Shtuk. I like that attitude. Although I would prefer some aircraft over others. And the cockpit is too hot. Not anymore. Not anymore, baby. We should have a poll here in the chat. How many people want CirrusMax just to pick up everything, move to Ireland, apply to be a Ryanair pilot, and then stream as well, and marry a nice Irish girl? Okay, line up and wait. I've been told. All right. I hear they're like hiring Ryanair pilots with like 300
Park
hours.
brake on.
That's insane.
Okay, so now come up here and I'm going to put on beacon. I'm going to light this like a Christmas tree.
There you go.
Beacon on, strobes on. Do you really turn runway turn out lights on and everything?
I turn everything on, yeah.
Okay, and
I don't
then
know if that's proper procedure, but that's just what I do.
anything else up here? No.
What happened?
Is there anything else up here that we need to do
Nope.
besides lights? Okay.
You're good.
All right. We see that radial now. Yeah. Rat in the hole over on Beam.pro says, Ryanair. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
You're ready to go.
All right. Still nervous.
You got this.
Park brake off.
Park brake is off. We got thrust. Just everyone
The
remember.
cockpit is too hot.
Oh, the cockpit is still hot. That's weird. Does it take a while for the
Power
packs to...
set.
And we'll work. Let's get airborne first, and we'll figure it out.
I love seeing that course needle.
Yeah.
100 knots.
9 knots. Oh, we're hitting the...
E1. Rotate.
Wow, we're getting really near the end of the runway.
Positive climb.
Gear up. Oh, crap. I didn't map a gear up button.
Oh boy.
Oh, I gotta do it. I gotta do it manually.
You do it manually.
Gear up.
Okay. Okay. Oh, we've intercepted that needle almost.
Yep. Make a left turn. 177.
Okay, left turn 177, folks. Ooh, dog. I'm gonna stay in the cockpit for this one.
Then okay, now push the heading bug out, John.
Heading bug is... When you say pushed out...
So push it out. Like don't push it in. Push it out. Pop
Okay.
it out.
Okay, 179.
Okay. Autopilot. 1 on.
Autopilot 1 on.
Autopilot 1. Cross check.
I think it's flying to 179.
Perfect. Now go thrust climb. So bring the throttles back a little bit.
Thrust climb is set.
Great. The flaps up. 'Cause you're at the
Flaps
red-
up.
You're getting onto the red barber pole, so you have to go flaps up. You bring them up. You're past the green dots. You're in flap retraction speed.
For some reason, my flaps aren't going up with my bind. So, flaps up on here manually is how?
Hold on. I don't think there's a way to do it.
Yeah, there is. There's down here.
Yeah, I know, but my lever doesn't work when I try to do it.
All right. Well, sorry, folks. We have to be a little unrealistic and bind our flaps. Joystick button. Buttons basic. Flaps up a notch. We'll go there. Flaps down a notch. We'll go there. All right.
Speed is not okay for next flaps position. Speed is not okay for next flaps position.
Huh. Hold on. Let's fly our aircraft here first. That's weird.
John, make a right turn. 250.
Right turn 250. I need to get my flaps up though, so hold on.
Speed is not okay for next flaps position.
Why is it not letting me go to the next flaps
Speed is
position?
not okay for next flaps position. Speed is not okay for next flaps position.
Are my flaps up maybe?
Nope.
No, they're down.
Still down.
All right, so
John,
that's...
is your heading bug? Are you an autopilot?
Yeah, no, because I did a right turn and it disconnected.
So,
But
hit autopilot?
let me just fix this flaps first because we do not want to fly fast with the flaps down.
No.
So what I'm doing is I'm mapping a button here. Flaps up is right there. And then flaps down is right there. So we should say right there.
Speed checked.
Yep,
Flaps 1.
flaps 1. Got it. Okay.
Speed checked. Flaps
Yeah,
0.
bring everything up.
Okay. Can I just go into LNAV mode now, please?
Yep. So yeah, exactly. So go direct. Go in the direct page on your FMC.
Direct.
On your FMC.
Yep.
McDo. Yep.
Yep.
Just go direct DAG it.
Direct to insert. Okay.
Okay. Now go into MCP and push the bug in, and you'll have three dots across.
Yep, 3 dots across. Go into nav mode,
Autopilot?
autopilot,
Autopilot 1, cross-check.
and then nav.
Nope. Yeah, you can put an arc. You might
Okay,
put the
arc.
Yep. There you go. And put an arc.
Yeah, Uberbot says jar 2, John Fly 0.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
This is acting a little bit better there. Oh, one last thing. Sorry. For some reason, my views keep getting rewritten.
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
All right. Now, the other problem with this is that when I'm in this, is there a way in the jar menu to change the field of view, or do you have to just do a X-plane field of view?
I think it's only X-plane.
Okay. Because my field of view is a little.
John, zoom in to your MFD for a second. Okay, you're fine. Okay, good. You're fine. It's getting back on the radio on the magenta. Good.
When is the second giveaway? Cruise level. We'll do the second giveaway. Bind your gear, John. Yeah, I need to buy my gear. You're right. Normally, my gear is bound. I've got actually 2 different areas where I can do it on my panels and joystick quadrant. But I reloaded X-Plane from scratch. I started all over because I wanted a fresh platform to do some frame testing. Right now I'm getting 36 frames. That's not bad for being streaming in the cockpit, right? Okay, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go to the MCDU for a second. Sound volume. Because I'm in teaching mode. I'm going to turn the sounds off for a bit. Okay. All right. Nicely done, Max.
Yeah, it was good. Well done, John. That was very, very well flown.
What? Is this going to the right place, though?
Yep,
Because
you're good.
now it's turning...
Yep, on the magenta.
Okay, so...
You're perfect.
Thank you. You're a good teacher.
And you're a good student.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. How about a little ortho look, people?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the little SkyMax Pro. You don't have it yet, do you?
I don't know.
You didn't even buy it when it was on sale.
Negative.
Negative.
Because Josh scared me away.
Yeah, he's still testing. The Josh J. Gibbs jury may be back in deliberation. I don't know. Last time I heard it was a positive.
Going amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked amazing.
I
Put
don't
that
mean to
YouTube
alarm
video.
anybody,
Yeah.
but I think we're being followed.
So X-Orbit says we can disarm spoilers now.
Okay, so now we'll go. Yeah, basically, you can do all your stuff now. So above 10,000. Are you above 10,000, John? Go back in the cockpit
Yep,
for a second.
13,002.
Okay, so go landing lights off, seatbelt signs off.
Okay, let's go up here. Hold on. Landing lights are off. Not retracted, but off. Okay, and then what else?
You can retract them. It's fine.
Okay.
Nose off.
Nose
I
off.
don't mean to alarm anybody.
Runway turn off off.
But I think
Nav and logo
we're
off.
being followed.
Wing
Nope,
light.
No.
No, nav and
wing-
logo on.
Yep. Wing off. There's only one on the exterior.
Okay, wing off.
And seatbelts off and speed brakes are.
Seat belts off.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Thank you for the follow, Yankees, Rings, and Gaming Panda. Speaking of baseball, I was really sad that the Dodgers lost last night, even though there's so much elation about the Cubs. I'm happy for them. I really am. I mean, they haven't been to the World Series since '45, so. Okay, so speed brakes. We want to go...
Spoilers disarm.
Spoilers
Anyone who's
disarmed. There we
disarmed.
go.
Yep.
7 Days to Die on Beam is hosting. Thank you. I this is the first time ever I've got hosts on Beam, on Beam.pro. So 2 people have hosted. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. In fact, does it show if there's any people in the chat there on Beam.pro? Max, you're over on that. We're over on twitch.tv.
We have 5 people.
/JohnFly, looking for follows everywhere. Beam.pro, twitch.tv. Subscribe on the YouTube channel. We're live there. Hitbox as well. Barrow check. So we go to standard at what, 18,000?
18,000. Yep, pushed in.
Standard barrow cross-check.
Standard
Passing
bar-
flight level 178.
Yeah, there's 18,000. TCAS on. Retract landing lights due to drag. Okay. I got multiple little people chiming in. I like it. I like it. Retract. Okay. Sweetness. Do a little ortho check. Ooh. Oh.
All right, John, you're at cruise. Is it cool if I just want to get a cup of coffee about 10 minutes?
Please. Yep. Please.
All right,
Thank
I'll be
you.
back and I'll be perfect for the descent. All right, cool.
I might refill mine as well.
All right, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Thank you. Yeah, Immortal Degree. That's what I'm running. I got Restream chat in over here, and so I can see everyone. Oh, look at that! We got a little Hitbox TV chat chime coming in. Richie D Gaming on the Hitbox. I have to do this, but 20-1 odds he crashes at any takers. I think that I would.
We are close to top of descent, sir.
I think that I would take that bet. Actually, that I am going to crash it. Actually, 7 Days to Die on Beam.pro. If you look at my history, I'm and airliners. I'm known for taking these birds down and flying it all the way to the scene of the crash. You're following me on Beam also? Thank you, Richie. Yeah, Restream.io is king. It really is great. Are you going to get back into the real world flying and get your PPL? Absolutely. If you check out my YouTube channel, CirrusMax and I and Josh J. Gibbs just did 21 hours in a brand new Cirrus SR-22 in the real world. We flew from New York down to Key West, Florida, and then back up to Atlantic City, and then the next day up to Boston. And I mean, we did 3 days, 2,500 miles, 21 hours. It was an amazing time. So back here at home, I'm waiting for the local flight school to reopen. They had one flight school here at the local airport, and they shut it. The city shut it down. It was really upsetting. They shut them down because they were forcing them to spend X amount. They were trying to get them to commit to spend X amount of dollars over the next 5 years or 20 years or whatever it was. And the FBO/flight schools couldn't have said they can't afford to do that. And so they just said, well, get out then. And they shut them down. And so that kind of took down the flight school. There's rumors that some flight instructors are still operating from the field, so I need to look into that. Now that we're going into winter, the flying days will start to be limited. But yeah, I'd like to really finish that up. That would be fun. And I think X-Plane and flying on Pilot Edge gives me a head start, especially since I'm very close to a Class Bravo airport here where I live. So yeah. So you're saying we're stopping for tacos this time? It's very possible that we're going to stop for tacos in Barstow or something. Yes. I'm in Utah, state of Utah. And you're in Europe, right? Stuck, you're in Europe? Sounds like typical airport stuff right there. Yeah. Yep. All right, so what we'll do is we'll do the second giveaway. So this is see, you earn JohnFly miles by clicking the follow button below. For every 10 minutes you watch, you get so many JohnFly miles. There's also betting and I give away JohnFly miles for trivia questions. But this next giveaway is going to be for anyone here in the chat that's actually clicked the follow button and also has been here for 10 minutes. We'll do a 10-minute timer. We're going to run it for 20 though, so if you just joined us, you can still get in after about 10 minutes from now. I'm going to type in. All right, so we're going to type in a keyword that you have to type in. So there we go. A giveaway is started for a gift certificate. Please type the keyword.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Please type the keyword for a chance to win. You must be a follower. You must have at least watched 10 minutes. And 20 minutes are left in the giveaway. So you see the instructions there. Thank you for the follow there, Ches Paul. Appreciate that. And our first entry looks like Xylo. Guru's in. Although there are some misspells there, so be careful. Yeah.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Be careful with your typos, please, Guru. Thank you for the follow, Aaron. Aaron 987654321. Also, thank you for, there was one other follow that I missed. Appreciate that. Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of people jumping in. There you go, Guru. Really nice clouds out here in the desert. That's a screenshot right there. A little screenshot action. So many misspells. Yeah. Yep, be careful. Be very careful. Also, this particular giveaway only the system only works on twitch.tv right now. So if you're on...
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
If you're on YouTube or Hitbox or Beam.pro, you need to go over to twitch.tv. It's really easy to register and click the follow button. You got to do that in the next few minutes here if you want to get in on that giveaway. So there you go.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Shtuk, is there a way to send you a link to show you something? Yeah, just go ahead and type it in the chat. It'll get blanked out, but I'll click on it, so I'll open it up. What is it? Is it a virus?
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
MacAdder69, thank you for the follow. Oh, it didn't let you send a link? Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Guru just gave you permission. Oh, look at that. Restream.chat puts the picture right into the chat. So that looks like a jet. Is that a citation? What is that? Is that a citation? Looks nice. And where is that, Shtuk? Where is that plane? What's that plane? Oh, that's your bird? Where is that? Where are you? That's a Okay, sorry. That's a Challenger. I don't know my planes. Where is he, guys? He said earlier where he is. That's a beautiful bird. You're based in Nashville. Okay. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
But I think we're being followed.
Willsy 2K15, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. You're in Vegas now. Okay. So you're going to be actually flying that plane out of Vegas tonight? Is that what you're saying? I missed some of the chat earlier. That's pretty cool stuff. Have you filed your flight plan yet? And if you are you doing the, like, what SID are you going to be doing? Do you think? I know going south, you do like the Boch 6. Going east, what would you file there? You'd file like the McCarran 4, or what is it? I can't remember. Oh, okay, at 2 o'clock. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, it's a pity I can't join you down there. Yeah, if one of my mods permits you again, you'll be able to post the FlightAware link, or you can just put in the call sign and we can look it up. But I think Guru or one of the mods will reauthorize. That's one thing that the Restream chat doesn't allow me to do, is I can't click the permit, I don't think. Let me see. Shtuk. Wait, maybe I can. No, I can only block the user. We don't want to do that. There you go. FlightAware. Nice. That's scheduled for 10 a.m. on Thursday. That was your flight out? So you did the Caddy 2?
We need to decelerate, sir.
Oh, decelerate. Why are we decelerating? Help me out, folks. Do we just take the we take the throttle back? Or what do we do here? Volunteers your call sign. Nice. All right, so what do we do here, folks? Do we go into a manual speed mode? The first officer says we have to reduce our... Why do we have to reduce when we're... we're on auto throttle, so my throttle's not going to do anything, is it? Or is it? No, it is. Decelerate. Huh. I thought we were on auto throttle. Is there an auto throttle in an airplane? You should start your descent. No, my descent... Is my descent after I cross Daggett? No. Top of descent is flight plan. Seal Beach. Top of climb. Yeah, it's before Daggett. Okay. Oh, I get it. We were supposed to descend. How come the is it because we're bugged for 2.5? Is it because I didn't change the is it like a Boeing where I have to change this? I'm off the VNAV. Okay. All right, so we'll just take this. Chatting too much. 13,000. All right. Does that put us into... Yeah. Okay. Pink dot on the right side of the PFD is below current altitude. Okay. Pink dot. Okay, I see it. Yeah. So we're really going to do a steep here. We're going to overspeed, aren't we? Because it's got to get down to that, right? Are we going to overspeed? We're going to hit the barber pole. Maybe. It's kind of scary. Airbus doesn't auto descend like a Boeing. Okay. You need to select an altitude and then push the knob in. Okay. I think I did that. We're good now, right? Because I got a dot up there, 13,000 bugged in. We're descending at a huge rate. Ground speed's okay. It's 470. Put my boards out. Okay.
Spoilers arm.
Oh wait.
Spoilers disarm. Spoilers half. Spoilers full.
Okay. Spoilers full or half? Yeah. Hiragua. Yeah, the sometimes the FS Economy plugin can be a little difficult to load. You got to have that. Was it Python 2.7 in there? If modeled correctly, you should only get half. Okay. All right. Should I go back to half?
Spoilers half.
All right. Spoilers half. About to enter some nice cloudage. Oh, it's pretty. I missed my 4K TV though. Ugh. Push the knob in. All right, so if I come over here to push the knob in, to the that's. I don't think it's doing anything. I don't get the difference between push and pull. So we got you got your hand on it, right? And then you got the hand, and then you got the finger. Okay. Now you show DES/ALT. Where is that? Oh, right up there? Okay. Excellent. Thank you, Uber. Appreciate it. 1080p isn't good enough. Yeah. 1080p is, well, 4K is just 4K is great if you're flying by yourself. If you're playing with yourself, 4K is great.
User joined your channel.
But if you are Hey Uber.
Here's the deal. All right. So all the knobs. Let me turn your stream down really quick. So all the knobs have a push and a pull action.
Okay.
When you are pushing in, think of it in terms of you are pushing control to the plane or to the program flight path.
Okay.
So with things like altitude, you say you're doing top of descent, right? You're going to set your altitude floor that you want to descend to.
Okay.
Say the end of the arrival.
Uh-huh.
You'd set it in, and then when you hit your top of descent, you would push it in. Now on the jar, the difference is you have a hand for pulling and a little finger icon for pushing.
Okay. So in this case, I could push it. So with the finger, push. That's push. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, that's a push, and then the hand is a pull. So so when you look at your primary flight display, you have your descent out box there.
Okay.
So when you pulled it, you were showing OPDES, which is open descent, which means it's just going to open descend to the altitude that you've pre-selected.
Okay.
So same thing though works for heading and speed. So right now you have the gold dot on everything, which means everything is in managed mode, which means you've pushed control to the plane.
Okay.
So if you wanted to, if ATC gave you a heading direction, what you would do is you would pull heading. So you'd go hover over until you
with a hand. Uh-huh.
And you'd click it, and then you could rotate the selector over to whatever heading you're assigned to. Now, when you pull it, it should be already set to your current heading. So, like, let's say they give you fly present heading, you would just pull it, and it should give you present heading.
So there's no need to do a heading sync. Okay.
Yeah, it shouldn't. If it's again, if it's modeled correctly, it should. When you pull heading, it should just be set to your current heading.
Perfect.
So same thing with speed. If you want to manage your own speed, or if you want to control your own speed, you would pull speed and then set it. And obviously, again, it's going to be set to whatever your current speed is when you initially pull it. Now, any of those knobs, if you pull control and you want to give it back to the plane, you should just be able to do the finger motion to push control back.
Okay. So in the event, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. In the event that I get a vector from ATC, so I go and I push or I pull it out, I then change to that heading. If I decide that I want to go back to my, if I push it after I've been, let's say he says something and I just want to go back to my original path, I'd push it back. Would it then go to where? Would it go back to the magenta, or would it go to the next waypoint, or do I need to do a direct to?
Generally what you'll do is you'll get a direct to.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Or you'll get a heading, vector for, in direct when able. So you would
Okay.
dial in the heading, and then you'd go into your MCDU and then do direct to that waypoint. Now, what should happen when you do a direct to is it should switch back over to manage mode.
Okay.
But that's one of those things where the jar sometimes does
jarred.
this. So that's one of those things where with jar you have to basically be pointing at the waypoint that you want to go direct to before you hit the direct to.
Okay. All right.
How's it going, John? I just got back.
No, it's brilliant. I missed my top of drop, and so I wasn't. I thought maybe that I needed to reset the altitude, but like a Boeing, but apparently not.
But I think
A few other steps there, so Uber was helping out. Good stuff.
So for top of descent stuff, it's not going to automatically descend. Even if you pre-select the lower altitude, it doesn't automatically descend. You have to pre-select and then push the knob in to descend.
Okay. All right, so we're up to Skiber. Normally Skiber we're a little bit lower than this, maybe, or no? What's Skiber at?
Still 13,000.
Okay.
You go to 11 is your next restriction.
Okay.
So in theory, you should be able to put the bottom of the KPEC in. Which
So
I
like
think
9
is
or something?
8,000 at the end.
Yeah, in
And then it
theory.
in theory, but then you got to watch it in this plane because sometimes it doesn't fly it correctly. And again, the other thing to pay attention to is you need to look at your enunciators whenever you select something. I mean, that's a real world thing too, but you need to look at the enunciators at the top of your PFD.
Okay, so in this case, I'm in alt, and
Yes,
yeah,
you're
okay,
captured in altitude.
all right, good stuff. All right, wow, this is what it's about. I used to do the flight simulation on my own back in the '90s. I had none of my friends were into it. None of my brother was into it a little bit. No one. It's just so nice to have other people that are crazy like me and enjoy this crazy stuff, right, Val dudes? What kind of coffee are you drinking, Max?
I went to Starbucks and got a white chocolate mocha. Extra shots. I have like 3 shots in there.
Nice. When I thought you were going to get a coffee, I thought that you were like going downstairs to get a coffee, but no, you
No.
went to get the good stuff.
I went to Starbucks.
All right, cool, awesome. Thank you, Uber. Thank you, CirrusMax.
No problem. You're in better hands with Uber. Uber's the man of all this stuff.
Well, the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
Well, the crazy thing about it is that when was the last time you flew X-plane, though? You remember all this, but you haven't. Do you dabble in the X-plane still, here and there?
No, I barely touch it. It's non-functional for me for the most part since 1045.
So you just remember all of this. That's good.
Well, I fly the Airbus a lot.
So it's similar.
FSX and P3D.
Okay.
Well, I'm telling you based on the way the plane should work. So a lot of this comes with the caveat that the jar doesn't model everything correctly. But
okay,
these basic functionality things should be the same.
Okay.
Like the push-pull and the knobs. That's the main concept to remember there is if you pull a knob, which is using the hand, you're taking control. And if you push it, you're pushing control back.
So in this case, I just pushed back and I've set 8,000. So now on my PFD, it says open descent, and I want it to be
descent, just DES.
So I want to push it again.
You need to make sure it should be when you push it, so you're pulling it.
I had the hand. Oh, you're right. You're right.
You've got to do the finger, not the hand.
Now I'm descent alt.
Yes, that's what you want.
Okay.
So when you push it, your enunciator should say DES alt.
Okay. Now the MCDU doesn't control your speed at all. It looks like it's not apparently in right now.
Well, it's got a pre-selected speed. And it's bracketed.
Okay, because this thing.
Depending on the speed restriction, if there is one at all, basically it gives you a bracket, and then if there is a speed restriction, it should just be a magenta arrow pointing at the speed.
I kind of don't understand that. Basically, I thought I was supposed to be at around 250 now.
Yeah, it's not parsing the arrival correctly. So you would probably, if you're flying this.
So this is a perfect. This is a perfect time where I'm going to try that manual speed. So I pull it and then set it to 250.
Yeah, so you'd want to pull it, set it to 250. Now, obviously, you wouldn't necessarily pull it and set it to 250 because it's going to try and slow down. So you need to manage both your descent and your speed simultaneously.
And so what? So okay, so it looks like it is slowing down. So you would change.
Your pitch is changing because your VS is starting to decrease. It's open climb and stuff is based on pitch.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay, just again, sorry. walk me through getting to 250 here. Am I gonna go? I need to change the pitch, so that would mean
Nope.
no.
All you do is pull speed, set your speed to the selected speed, and then the plane will pitch to try and continue descending, but also try and capture the speed.
Okay, which is what it's doing right now. Okay, all right.
What it should do in theory is default to like 1,000-foot descent. Like let's say you're in a descent, you're trying to slow down. It should default to 1,000-foot descent, even if it needs more. Like let's say you're getting behind the VNAV, you're above the path.
Okay. Should my boards be back in now?
If you're trying to slow down, probably not.
Okay.
You're trying to descend and slow down at the same time, which is...
All right, perfect. All right, so what are your thoughts on the FS Labs versus the Aerosoft on the P3D?
FS Labs is damn near perfect.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's also coming from somebody that actually flies real-world Airbuses that has flown it.
Oh, nice. So I'm actually getting the P3D temptation again, and it's only... I still think X-Plane will be my primary sim, but I'm thinking about P3D because of this supposed EasyDock replacement that is all of the rave in the beta world right now. So
Chase Plane looks fantastic.
Whose does?
Chase Plane is what it's called.
Okay, Chase Plane. All right, and
It's
that's
from
not
FS
out
FX
yet?
packages. No, they're going to be doing an alpha in November, but it's probably not going to be out officially until first part of next year.
Okay, so that's what I'm kind of waiting for because, there's several reasons I don't like EasyDock.
Well, and the FS Labs isn't out for P3D yet. It probably won't be until the end of the year.
Oh, Wilsey 2K15, congratulations! Send me. Well, let's see. Hold on. Oh, he didn't claim it, boys and girls. Oh, we got to review the tapes now. There's controversy. Wilsey 2K15, did you do what it asked? Okay, you had to read it. You had to be very specific in your claiming. Oh, there's controversy. Yeah, it wasn't a reply. Yeah. Yeah. There we got a claim. Did we have two people not claim it? Oh my goodness. Well, I probably should pay attention to my arrival. Oh, snack. The winners were dropping like flies. All right, so Boru Ground. I got to write this down. Sorry, guys. BORUGND. Can my moderators verify that was there two non-claims?
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at that right now.
Yeah, any of my mods, please review. CirrusMax is reviewing. Guru, Val Dudes, anyone review the tapes? It's really a bummer when they don't claim, you know. And then you put up. Yeah, can you guys check to see if Harry Lucian did an exclamation claim within the minute? I don't think there was. I think there was three. Thank you, Virus City. Yeah, please triple verify, quadruple verify, Richie D. All right, so I'm coming up to Kimmy. Is it? I don't have the chart in front of me. I should probably bring that up. You can just
vector yourself onto. I mean.
Okay, is it 8,000 at chips?
It's 8,000 chips. Yep.
Okay. All right, you want to play ATC for me, boy?
Sure.
Okay. We are at 250.
All right, so I'm gonna play ATC, but I'm trying to look through the
Actually, maybe you should still play instructor because I don't know how to land.
Oh, stop! Yes, you do.
You can do both.
All right, Frontier 572 descend and maintain 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000. Frontier 572.
And Frontier 572 turn left heading 360.
Left heading 360. Frontier 572.
Okay, so now you want to open descend it?
John? Hold on, let me get the heading bug here.
Okay, Richard.
So I'm gonna go on a pull
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to heading 17. No, what was 36? What?
360 heading north. 360.
I got tax saturated there. So in order to get this into heading mode, what do I do?
No, you're wrong. Yeah. So
I thought I pull it.
350 right now. Yeah. You know, because you're on speed. It's LO1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
So the speed back to
I think I'm a little flustered by the giveaway controversy, to be honest. So I'm going to pull the heading.
And get the speed brake out.
And I'm going to get the speed brake out after I go to left turn 360.
Left turn 360.
Sorry, ATC.
No, left
Aviate,
turn, left turn.
Navigate,
left turn.
communicate, chat.
Yeah, exactly. Left turn.
Speed brake out too now.
Speed brake out.
Spoilers full.
Spoilers are full now.
You get open descent, so pull out the bug 6,000, John, on your altitude.
I thought I did that. 6,000. And then I want to pull out to open descent.
Yep, open descent.
Okay. I don't want to do a descent altitude, huh?
No, because
Okay.
you're on a vector now.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. And then go approach phase. So go FMC, MCDU.
MCDU. Approach phase is where?
Okay, so
Perf
go
button.
perf button.
Perf button. Approach phase. Confirm.
Approach
Perf.
phase activated.
Right there. Go
Okay.
activate approach.
Okay.
I don't have time to put all this stuff in here, but you'll see your final approach speed is 139, and you put all your stuff in there. We don't have to worry about that. Go radio nav, make sure the ILS is auto-tuned.
Radio, nav, ILS. How do I get to auto tune?
Just hit rad nav.
Yep, I'm there.
Okay,
Oh, yep,
you
it's
good.
on
That-
auto
okay.
tune. Okay.
Frontier 572, turn left heading 290.
Left heading 290, Frontier 572.
Frontier 572, reduce speed to 200 knots.
290 on the heading and 200 knots, Frontier 572.
All right, Frontier 572, keep the turn going, left turn, heading 190.
Left turn 190, Frontier 572. Yeah, we're a little off the path. My fault. My bad.
It's all good. Okay, so you see that green dot there? You can start giving it some flaps there too.
Flaps 1.
You go ILS.
Speed checked.
Right below
Flaps
the
1.
QNH, inches in hectopascals.
299
Wait, the ILS. You see the ILS button right
Yep.
there?
Yep.
Yep,
Hit that. Hit
Yep.
the ILS button.
Mm-hmm. And Frontier, John, just turn left. Give it about 210.
Oh, left to? You mean?
Yeah, left.
Oh, wait. What, hold on.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the speed. There you go. You're good. You're good.
Without the 4K monitor, I can't see this SPD and the HDG. So, what heading do you want me on?
Go left turn 200.
Yeah, I'm a rookie.
No, you're doing great, dude. Great.
Yeah. I'm going to go lower my speed to 190.
Yeah, 190.
Okay. Now I probably need to re-intercept here.
And Frontier 572, you're 9 miles from Shand, 6,000 to establish, clear ILS 25 left.
Cleared ILS 25 left, Frontier 572.
All right, so now you're good. So now go get the approach. You hit that APR mode right below the VS bug. So
Where's
go
that?
to the right. Go to the right.
Right there, APR?
No. Yeah, APR button. There you go. Right. Yep, hit that. Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, what is he doing? Chat's going off. Did we
And it
get
should capture it. There you go.
Okay. Did we get to the did we fulfill the controversy? Is Boro Ground the actual winner?
I stopped trying to look because I was trying to get you on this.
Yeah,
on the
yeah. No,
approach
we
here.
had 4 or 5 guys looking into it. All right. So
I mean, I would just put you on the ILS there. I mean, if you want hand fly it, if you want to get a feel for the plane, it's totally your call.
okay.
But
On around Shand, what should my speed be approximately? Do you think
180.
180? So I'll just put that in now. Can't hurt, right? Gear. I'm going to put the gear down at about 4,500 or 5,000 or.
I would try to, since it's your first time flying, I would try to be fully configured at
Speed
Reelin.
checked.
To have
Flaps 2.
full at the final approach speed, gear down at Reelin.
Most SOPs have you gear down at 10 miles out.
Okay, so I'm about 10. I'm about 12 out now, I guess.
So if you, John, if you push the speed bug in, push the speed bug in.
That's finger. Okay, speed bug's in.
Okay, now your VAP should turn blue.
I don't know what that is.
Green. Sorry, your speed bug should go right at the VAP. So now go gear down and start getting it configured.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Mhm.
All right. Where do I show what my flaps are right now?
Right below the engine instruments, monitors. Right there, so you see EGT.
Okay.
N1.
I don't see where my flaps are.
Right below it, above, right where it says, right next to your clock. To the left of your clock.
Okay, yeah, right there. All right, so what should my flaps be?
I'd go flaps. I'd dirty her up and just get
Speed
her
checked.
configured to go
Flaps
flaps
3.
full.
Seems pretty slow for this far out. Is that good?
Speed checked.
I was
Flaps
just trying to
full.
get you super stable, but yeah, no, keep her whatever you want. If you want to keep her speed up a little bit, I just
So when I pushed the speed bug in, did it
it slowed you to your final approach speed.
to my final? Okay, all right. I have no problem with that.
And you just speed brake is armed.
Speed brake armed. Is that going to be an up or a down?
Spoilers half. Spoilers retracted.
Up and then you pull the
Spoilers
pull the knob
armed.
out.
Yeah, there we go. So I just hit my slide up 3 times and now it's armed. Okay. Excelente. So this is an auto land configuration right now, is what you're saying?
No.
No?
No, you have to be. Yeah, you're not fully coupled. Approach autopilot 1, autopilot 2, and all your.
So I'd have to set the
all your-
second ILS frequency and then do AP2 if I wanted to auto land?
Yeah, and you'd have to reset all your decision altitudes, and you'd have
Okay.
to make sure everything in the box.
All
is
right,
good.
so question here. Once I get to up here pretty close and I just want to disengage the autopilot and then hand fly it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Radio
Take
altimeter
it out at like
alive.
1,000 feet.
Yeah.
I missed that radio altimeter announcement. Take it out when?
1,000 feet, and your radio altimeter is at the bottom of your artificial horizon. It's
Okay.
the green numbers that are ticking down.
Hello, Epic Gaming over on Beam. Yep, speed brakes are armed. Captain, set your auto brake. They're saying auto brake medium.
Mhm.
Auto brake medium. It's funny how your blood pressure it's like I think this is real or something. 10.5 wins. Yeah. Does it show wins in here?
1,000.
On your MFD.
All right, so 1,000. So I could take the autopilot out here, right?
Mhm.
Or I could not, and it'll take me right down smoothly.
Well, no, it's not going to take you down at all.
It's not.
Yeah, you're not set up for an auto land.
It's still descending. It's staying on the slope.
It's not going to auto land you.
No, I don't want to auto land. I'm just going to say I'll take over here in just a little bit because I don't know. All right, so I want to flare and just put her down. I want to just float. I've never done this before. All right, just AP1 out, and that's it.
Yep.
100 above.
Okay, AP's out. I'm hand flying this thing now. Oh, I got a master caution. Oh, it says auto lands red.
That means you're not auto land configured.
All right, you're looking good, John. There you go. You got plenty of runway.
It seems a little high. Ooh, I got a little wind. Oh.
Bank.
Bank. It says one. Oh, snack.
Bank.
It said 180, but my landing rate. But I don't. Oh, my window's not. Oh, I get it.
Reverse green.
Why am
There you
I?
go, you made it. Look at that. You good.
No, I'm not good.
Spoilers disarm.
Reversers,
Ground
breakage.
spoilers. Spoilers half.
I'm not good
SL.
because I can't see. I think my view's screwed up. I'm looking at the ground. It's weird. Hold on, I got
70 knots.
Oh yeah, I was fine. I screwed up my view, so it looked like, oh snack, full length, baby, full into the dirt. When does your throttles take over? When do your throttles take over?
You don't. You retard them on.
Yeah.
Basically, when it gives you the retard call, you just retard your throttle. That disconnects the auto throttle.
Okay, so for some reason my view, I gotta get used to the view. That's awesome. It looked, yeah. All right, well, we didn't die. All right, so right there, my view is jacked up. So I'm gonna stop this.
Park brake on.
That's what I needed to do. Okay. Yeah, I'm in this weird view mode. It's really weird. Okay, now I'm good. All right, well, we learned something. Frontier 572, go back to flight school.
Oh, stop it. That was good, dude. For the first time, that was really impressive.
So on landing, I should have done. I did reverse. Oh, you know what? I have a feeling my reversers weren't mapped. So my normal reverser button for like the IXEG, because I reloaded X-Plane, it wasn't mapped. That could have been part of the problem. But all in all, you guys taught me so much in this little flight of mine. All right, so it looks. So in order to hit where the skid marks were, I probably should have descended a little bit more. I should have taken the autopilot out a little sooner. We did hit the right main first, and then we tilted up. Everyone barfed in the back. Spoilers were up. At this point, we go into manual braking, but it wasn't very effective. Yeah. Oh, yep. Time to take it on PE, I guess, huh?
Let's do it. I'm gay. I'm loading up in Vegas right now.
After that landing, do I dare? Oh, Epic almost lost his breakfast. Yeah,
Dude, it's really not an easy. Flying jets it's not easy. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when your views are making it seem like you just nosed in.
Yeah.
And now my field of view is all jacked up. So I'm going to go up here to X-Plane rendering options. I'm going to go field of view.
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but I think we're being followed.
Thank you for the follow. What's your field of view on your monitor normally on X-Plane?
Let me check. Hold on. So, no.
Oh!
I think you fixed it.
Donation.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at that.
And we got a donation.
Skid Rock. That's awesome. That's very kind.
Skid Rocks with the 320.
I don't mean to alarm anybody.
Thank you very much for the donation. That goes toward
but
our
I
new
think
goal.
We're being followed.
Rat in the Hole. You recognize that theme. Very good. Thank you, Skid Rock, for the 320. That goes towards our new goal for the X56. Flying the 320, or was that a landing rate of 320? Good job, John Fly and CirrusMax. Thanks for the lesson. And Uberbot. All right, cool. All right, well, might as well go over to the gate here at Vegas. Where does Frontier park? Let's go Frontier D17.
Flaps 0. Park brake off.
All right. Okay. Just one moment. All right. So let me get a little debrief on the what did my mods come up with? I'm sorry I missed it. I'm paying attention to chat now. Boru Ground or Boru GND. He was the winner for the gift certificate, correct? And Boru, are you still here in the room? Because I got a question for you. Thank you, Uber and CirrusMax. Thank you.
Dude, no problem.
So over in that doesn't make sense. MacAdder, it says MacAdder won. So Boru won but didn't claim. MacAdder won and then did a proper claim, right? So did it miss like 3 people? Wow, MacAdder won. Okay, so I write down MacAdder. Okay, MacAdder, you get a chance to spin, right? So MacAdder, you need to choose between the 3rd spin, the 4th spin, or the 5th spin. Do you want it to be the 3rd spin, the 4th spin, or the 5th spin? MacAdder 69. Do you need the X-Plane install for FSE to work on FSX? No.
John, 7.75 for me, field of view.
75 field of view? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So, and how far over, when you have your front-looking view, what do you see on, how far over on the first officer side do you have it?
You mean on the captain's side?
No, when you're on the captain's side, how far of your field of view goes over? Are you beyond the vertical speed, or do you have it zoomed in to where you only...
Yeah, I just have the vertical speed, so I could dial it, but not much past that.
All right. So I'm going to zoom in and get that.
But that's like complete personal preference of what people like. That's yeah.
Yeah. All right, I want to do settings. I think he said, MacAdder said 5th. Thank you. So if I go to rendering and I go field of view 75. The problem was I couldn't read some of the PFD and the MFD writing, believe it or not, when I'm too far out. So I need to be zoomed in, but for some reason the view, I'm not able to oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to go right up to the vertical speed, and that's it. And then I'm going to go down just a little bit so I can see the bottom of the PFD and the MFD. Can you look on Beam and tell me if that looks good?
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, you might want a little bit more zoom, maybe, but I don't know. That depends what you like.
All right, zoom in.
Again, I like a little bit of zoom, but yeah, I like that.
Okay, I'm fixing my overhead. Oh, for some reason the program does not connect. I don't know. All right, let's do the spin. He wants the 5th spin. Hey, Max, fire up a stream, please.
Okay.
We'll multi-twitch this bad boy for a bit, if you don't mind.
No. Are you gonna fly this thing on PE?
Here goes the first spin. That 50 was a test. Am I going to fly it on PE?
Are you gonna fly on PE?
I'm tempted to.
You should.
It's crazy to do that though.
Why?
It just because I haven't landed the plane successfully. Well, I landed it. I just didn't stop the plane successfully. That could be an FO. I got FOV'd. Okay, there's the first spin. Here's the second spin. This is for Mac Adder. By the way, congratulations. There's the second spin. Third spin. And when you go live, we'll throw up multi-twitch link. There's the third spin. Oh, 15s. I don't think you're going to get 15 on the fourth or the fifth. Here's the fourth. Oh, here we go. Here's the fifth. Oh, snack. 25. Congratulations. That's a nice win. That's a really nice win, actually. So, Huggy9999, I hope you're still in the chat. Can you whisper me, say hello in the whisper just to test that out? And then once we confirm that, can you do the same, MacAdder69? Can you do a whisper to me here on in the Twitch chat? So /W space Jonfly, JONFLY. Do a test whisper, and that way I can coordinate the gift certificate. That would be excellent. And Huggy, if you're still here, I need your email address as well. All right, I'm not in any hurry, Max, so I don't know if...
I'm firing it up right... Yeah, just 2 seconds. Okay. So what are you going to fly? What are you thinking, John Fly?
Should I... I guess I could do PE. Oh, no, I can't do PE. I need a few more lessons, I think, before I do this on PE.
Yeah.
I could maybe do it though. No,
we'll do a couple more lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to keep the integrity of the PE scenario intact. I don't want to sound like some people that. Yeah.
So you gonna keep in the bus, or you gonna get on PE and maybe fly like the IXCG or something?
I'm just gonna watch your stream for a bit. So go ahead, you choose what you want to fly. Okay. I think some people wanted you to fly the jar, but what were you thinking?
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Okay.
Show him how it's done, Max.
Exactly.
Do a little tutorial stream for John.
Exactly. Actually, people would enjoy that, to be honest, because, and I would get a third go at the tutorial, but that was so good, and you could see how I picked up a little bit from the first time we went through the startup.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So.
If you're taking notes, John, one thing, just a couple of things in terms of like checkpointing yourself as you're flying the plane. Like pay close attention to top of descent, right?
Top of descent.
It's not going to tell you. You got to manually descend it. So keep an eye on that. And as soon as you descend the plane, the next thing you should be doing is looking at the ATIS for the arrival airport, and then programming that perf page in the MCDU. Your approach perf.
And I didn't do that on this one. Obviously, we didn't have enough time. What do you program on there? Do you recall?
So you'll put in things. You'll put in the altimeters. You're going to put in the temperature. You're going to put in the winds.
Okay. Altimeter, temperature, and winds. Okay.
Now, the benefit to doing that is that in most approaches, and this is something you'll have to watch for, is that it'll automatically engage approach mode. So Max had you press the approach activate button.
So if I do that page, it'll put it into approach mode automatically. Okay.
It should unless you've got speed pulled. So unless you're manually controlling speed, if you ever let VNav fly everything, if you have approach mode programmed in, 8 times out of 10, it should automatically engage the approach programming. And so what that actually means is things like getting you slowed down probably I think it brings it back to like green dot speed. Once you hit it, so on the actual navigation display, what you'll see on the flight plan is a magenta D in a circle.
A magenta D in a circle. Okay.
And that is generally tells you that's where it's going to automatically enable approach mode.
Where auto happens.
So that'll bring you back to green dot speed. And then as you run out flaps and you run out gear, it'll manage your speed down to your approach speed eventually.
Okay.
All right, I'm live, John.
Perfect.
Right.
But so beyond that, then the other checkpoint would be as you're on like a downwind or you're on vectors to final approach, you'd want to, if you're on an ILS, you'd want to hit that ILS button.
Okay.
Now, if you're flying an RNAV,
say that last part again. Someone distracted me.
That's right. So when you're on like a downwind or you're on vectors to the final approach course, you would want to activate the ILS by hitting the ILS button next to the FD button below the altimeter setting.
When I'm on the downwind or I'm on vectors to final.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that brings up your ILS system. However, the only caveat to that is if you are flying an RNAV approach, do not hit the ILS button.
Okay. No ILS on the RNAV approach. You can't even use it for a reference?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Okay.
The ILS button is only for ILS approaches.
Okay. Okay. I guess.
But other
Okay.
than that, the main thing is just being stable by 1,000 feet. So you want to be fully configured and stable by 1,000 feet.
Okay.
And that's radar altimeter 1,000 feet. At which point, if you're visual, you can pull the autopilot and hand fly it down.
Good information, all written down. I'm going to get better, I promise.
Yeah, it just takes practice, man.
Yeah. And it's got to get out of the I got to get out of the Boeing mindset in some areas.
Yeah, it's easier. It's easier in a lot of ways and different overall, right? And I would always remember aviate, navigate, communicate, and then chat.
Especially in the jar, John.
Yeah. Yeah, streaming adds a whole dimension to the whole learning process for sure.
Yeah.
Because apparently I had a controversy. I had people up in arms. And that distracted me from our approach actually.
Yeah, but like Max said, especially in the jar, you really have to be cross-checking charts and what you expect versus what the plane is actually doing, because this plane does not do things the right way most of the time.
Like,
So
for
check
example,
things-
it didn't do a VNAV speed on that.
Right, it didn't set
yeah.
your speeds. You got to watch its
Yeah.
altitudes and what it thinks you're going to be going to. Just you've got to constantly be cross-checking against what the charts are, especially when you fly on PE.
Okay, cool.
Because this plane will get you in a lot of trouble if you just let it fly itself and you think it's going to do the right thing, because 50% of the time it doesn't do the right thing.
Okay. Okay, MacAdder 69. Can you just type in the chat room that you received the gift code? Just let everyone know that you received the gift certificate code. And then, Huggy, did you respond? I'll get with Huggy. He's a regular. He's here somewhere. Okay. I got to review the tapes. Apparently we had someone got banned, and I wasn't sure why. It's probably appropriate, but okay, MacAdder69 has received his gift certificate. Perfect. Thank you so much, guys. That's awesome. All right, here we go. I think Huggy's not in there, so. And Matt has a question. Uber's answering it. Nice.
Yeah, so his question is, there is no glide slope localizer, or how would you go about picking up the glide slope localizer? And the answer is there is no glide slope localizer in an RNAV. If it's an LPV RNAV approach, you have a VNAV path. All RNAVs have an LNAV path. Non-LPV RNAVs have an FPA. And Max, you can correct me here. I think it's flight path angle. Basically,
a what?
Non-LPV RNAVs have an FPA.
But yeah, it's all step down stuff.
Yeah, step down stuff.
Yeah, it's all step down fixes.
So here's a fun thing you can actually do in the FS Labs that Rush 84 showed me, and that is you can actually put in an FPA on a non-LPV RNAV approach. So you actually switch the mode over to the VS, I think it's on the VS selector, and you can set, on the RNAV charts, it'll have like a 3-degree whatever FPA, so you'd actually just dial in 3 degrees, and when you hit that final approach fix, it'll just auto-descend on that FPA.
Okay. So people got timed out by the bot. Okay, thank you, Guru. No one got banned. Okay, thank you.
And Matt, yes, you should be able to shoot an LPV approach in X-Plane.
Thank you. Thanks, Don. Appreciate it, bud.
You bet, man.
Max, feel free to correct me if I got anything wrong there.
I was paying a little bit of attention, but not much. But I'm just, hold on.
What's going on? Thanks, Don. Appreciate it, bud. All right. So, yeah.
I'm going to turn off my Vox on TeamSpeak also. Hold on.